I'd just like to discuss the excessive Americanization hatred of pumpkin spice culture. Look, I've been guilty of it myself, to be quite honest with you. There was a moment in time when it became so much. It became so much that I was like, this is a sign of a weak character. This is a sign of somebody who hasn't developed. This is a sign of somebody who still needs a binky to get through a work meeting.
I kind of think that. Am I wrong?
It needs to stop, Jackie.
Beth and I had this conversation the other day. I was just like, Beth Demon, by the way, San Diego Magazine's food news writer, good friend of mine. And I just said aloud the other day, because we went to get coffee. And, the coffee menus have now transitioned to fall. So it's like pumpkin spice or what have you, everything. And you know what I've realized? I don't really like cinnamon.
Oh, I love all the warming spices. I love all the baking spices. I love pumpkin so much. I don't think that this pumpkin spice oversaturation needs to end. I think everybody needs to shut the hell up.
You love it.
And let pumpkin spice be. Let Britney free.
Because it makes us happy, right? Like I think I'm with you. I'm with you.
I want pumpkin spice deodorant. I make a sweater out of it. I'll wear it. That's it. All right. So, anyways, something I woke up I felt strongly about this today, and I really want to express it. Welcome to Happy Hour. I'm Troy Johnson. This is Jackie Bryant. This is everything you need to know about San Diego's food scene in one shot. Every single week, we're going to have the conversation. The reason why I say that, by the way,
because it's October 1st and everybody's doing Halloween.
Well, yes, that too. It is the time of the year, and I'm feeling festive. I'm not necessarily a fucking festive person.
I know. I was like, really? Okay.
When you get a kid, like something, like you get a heart.
I decorated for Halloween this weekend. I have never decorated for a holiday in my entire fucking 40 years of life, and I bought lights. I made scenes. I have scenes in my yard right now.
There's beer and there's near beer. You're like a near adult.
I don't even know who I am anymore.
That's it. I'm definitely not one. But there's a Frosty Cafe, Frosty Bakery Cafe.
Love it.
That's in Little Italy, and they have this tiny little pumpkin muffin that has an oat crumble top with some kind of powdered sugar situation. I had it at an event. It was one of the best damn cupcakes I've had in a very long time. Frosty Cafe.
I believe it.
It was so good. And then the owner, Audrey, really nice woman. Like I've been in San Diego, just self-starter, was not even a baker, taught herself. She goes, "That's gluten-free." And I was like, no shit.
Oh, yeah. A lot of her stuff is gluten-free. She does killer gluten-free cakes.
It was great. It was moist. It wasn't dry like particle board.
Look at this. Troy Johnson eating a pumpkin spice gluten-free cupcake. You are a basic bitch. And I say that in the most loving way possible.
But you're totally right. You're spot on.
I love
that.
it.
Anyways, okay. We have a sponsor of today's show, and these people are actually one of my favorite things that happen in San Diego. They won America's Got Talent. Is Voices of Our City Choir. We've actually done a video with them in office. This is Steph Johnson, is a local musician in San Diego for a long time, and she started working with San Diegans who were facing homelessness. The unhoused population was just not getting the creativity and the support and the emotional needs, and it started with just basic outreach, that she was doing on the streets during the pandemic. I think it was during the pandemic. And then she, because of her music background, started, getting them together and really working on their musical expression. And it turned into this magical, awesome choir. And again, went on in front of what's the guy's name from America's Got Talent? Simon Cowell. Simon Cowell on America's Got Talent. Okay. Went on, and they won. They won because it's both inspiring, talented. It's beautiful. It's a great thing. Anyways, their annual fundraiser is at Julep. It's a concert and a 3-course meal by some of the best chefs in San Diego. Nice. And they're going to do, I think it's called Still We Sing, R&B, funk sounds, soul, and you've got all these people on stage. Anytime you could put a choir together.
Yeah, come on. That's a vibe.
And I suck at singing, but you put me with 10 people, I sound pretty good.
That's why you don't like karaoke.
I don't. Yeah. So anyways, get your tickets now. Early bird tickets are on sale. Every ticket that you buy or anybody buys is going to go towards Voices of Our City Choir, helps combat homelessness in San Diego. Go to voicesofourcity.org. Okay, now we're into our show. Today we have, in the late 80s and 90s, like barbecue chicken pizza was a fucking thing. It was,
When CPK made it to the East Coast from this whole legacy that we're about to describe, it blew our fucking brains open. That you could have Thai peanut chicken or barbecue chicken
the Thai
pizza.
peanut chicken was so good.
Dude, yes. Blew my brain open in the mall in the 90s on the East Coast.
I was big. We'll talk about this. I think I've talked about this before, but I was the best bus boy. I still have the certificate of California Pizza Kitchen and Carmel Mountain Ranch. I would basically run from table to table. I was really energetic. But my favorite was the Southwestern burrito one. It had like black beans and corn and salsa and chicken. It was so good. Point of all that being, when California style pizza happened, there was a man named Ed Ledoux and Wolfgang Puck that basically started this. It started out of Chez Panisse in San Francisco with Alice Waters. Ed Ledoux was the chef there. And in San Diego, one Lebanese immigrant who was just trying to make his way in the world decided to open up a restaurant, and he wanted a wood-fired oven in 1989. So he called the wood oven people and said, hey, I want one of your ovens. He said, well, let me connect you with the guy. The guy they connected with, Ed Ledoux, one of the greatest, the most historical, important chefs in California history. And that man is Sammy Ladeki. Sammy's Wood Fire Pizza was everything in the 90s. Opened Roppongi. He has a toasted gastro brunch. He's got a bunch of different restaurants. Anyways, did an amazing job with his restaurant empire, and now he's reopening a San Diego classic where some of our top sushi chefs cut their teeth. Roppongi is back, and we're going to get that story and Sammy's really fascinating story of like his travels, as a Lebanese immigrant, and finding himself in Vegas. He was at Caesar Palace, and then he came here. The story of a pizza legend in San Diego, and just a little bit. But first, Jackie, the news. Oh, and this is a terrible day.
Yeah, we have a lot of news, and I'm so sorry. A lot of it's very bad.
News.
It's brutal. Yeah, we're calling it Melancholy Monday. September 29th. It was a few days ago. There's a bunch of restaurant closures. So Commodore Nishi in La Jolla, it closed this week with no warning after just over a year in business. And that place had serious chops. All of the chefs came from Mexico City's Puyol, Maximo Bistro. It gained attention for their drool-worthy wall of Instagram shots and their fusion menu of breakfast starters. There's like a torta de cochinita pibil and a cured salmon tostada, and it was like a hybrid Japanese Mexican breakfast.
This closing sucks for me because Panchito Ibanez was the right hand man of Enrique Vera, who is the chef of Puyol. And Puyol has been named the best restaurant in the world by almost every single measure and media company, and Panchito, being his right hand man, came down with his wife, who was the pastry chef at Maximo, right? And they opened this along with Showa Hospitality, who owns Taco Stand as well. They own a Campoy Music Club. They have Himitsu, yep. a few others. I was really, and I went in there, and it's a tough location for whatever reason. This thing didn't work, but I really liked Panchito, and the food was excellent. He did a cured salmon tostada in a yuzu koshu. Anyways, they just went out. That sucks. The thing, so La Jolla is happening. We've talked about this a lot.
I do feel, because sometimes when I'm in downtown La Jolla in the middle of the day, it feels like there should be more people around, and there aren't. I feel like maybe the foot traffic there isn't as much as it should be. That could be part of it.
The saturation's tough.
Yeah, right?
For sure. I mean, there's only one way in and one way out. We'll see what happens with La Jolla as all these restaurants open. What's next?
So, okay, that's not it.
There's 3 or 4.
So, again, to that point, not the only shocker. Camino Riviera also closed on Monday after its final service. Its final service was September 28th, so it was just a couple of days ago. Yep. Closure followed a successful run pairing high-end Latin food, mezcal, cocktails, art, and music. But really, if you know Camino Riviera from SDCM, what they were known for is their electronic music party on that patio. The food there is really good because they have it standardized through all their SDCM places. So it's Brian's menu, the Bao. It's good. But what they were really known for is that resurgent, their homegrown sort of Tulum style electronic scene. That place was a real vibe.
And you would think that it would actually be okay because where the location is right underneath the airstrip. It's basically the Casbah.
It used to be El Camino.
It used to be El Camino, and it was right next to Wolfie's Carousel, which they also took over. It was Wilma's,
and that's also closed.
That's also closed as well. So both of those closing this week. That sucks.
The word on the street is. If you know where Camino Riviera is on that corner, there's a bunch of apartment buildings right there. They had one neighbor in particular who was not really down and made a lot of trouble for them. They had to make a lot of noise upgrades over the year. They put in padding. They put in a partial ceiling. They put in like absorption
millions
things.
of dollars,
literally millions of dollars. And in the end, they just were not a match for the city who told them they had to shut down the patio. And that was kind of their business. So there we go. Camino Riviera done. Very, very, very sad. Casa de Fred's closure. Old Town.
Both Jackie and I didn't know it was Casa de Fred's. We both thought it was just Fred's.
I just thought it was Fred's.
It's an icon. How long is it? When did it open?
25 years.
It was 25 years.
I thought it was longer, to be fair, but
Yeah,
25 years is a great run, especially in San Diego.
So R.I.P. Fred's.
R.I.P. We're very sad about it. That's also not it. Want to remind you that in August, Roma Norte closed. There are other closures in September. Flap Your Jacks in North Park, which honestly, I don't know. I don't want to make my own pancakes. I guess I'm fine with it. Red House Pizza in University Heights is gone. Black Market Bakery in North Park at the top of 30th. That's a bummer. That's a regional chain. They're having some issues. A lot of locations are shuttering. Copper Top Coffee and Donuts. That's a bummer. Woodstock's Pizza in Pacific Beach. So things are changing.
And then the last one, I just got a text from Trey Fauché, who's one of my favorite chefs in San Diego. He obviously is the chef and partner at George's, and they have Sandpiper. Before then it was, and I keep forgetting the name of the actual Mexican restaurant that it was. They were doing tacos because his wife is from
Galaxy Taco.
Galaxy Taco. Thank you so much.
God, that place was good.
But they did Sandpiper, which was like smoked oysters. They were doing wood fire stuff. They are closing. This is their final month, so they're going to be open for one more month. Please go down there. Because the chef is great. They've done a really good thing. And when you close a restaurant, you want to make money on the last month. It's really hard on the entire operation. And obviously, there's a lot of young cooks and chefs and bartenders and everything else. It's a good San Diego operation. So they want to sell out as much as they humanly can. And I promise you, the food is good. You know, so go down there. They've got one more month open. I forget when they're closing in October, but I think October is their last.
That makes sense. Yep. Black Plague Brewing also closing. That's Oceanside and Escondido. They're recognized for their Gothic branding. They have a big craft beer lineup, cover all the big bases. They survived for 8 years in a really competitive and kind of declining craft local scene. They sort of came in the middle to the end of that big bump. So fare thee well.
Wow, that is it. Okay. Anything else? We've
got more.
Let's just do the bites.
All right. So let's see.
Old Town. Oh no, you already
I had
did
other bites.
No, you're fine. Anyways, that's our news. That is the worst news segment we've ever done. Guys. And I mean, Jackie handled it professionally and very well, as she always does. But just the general tone of destruction in the food scene, that's terrible.
It's a bummer.
So now we're going to bring up the show. I want to remind you guys of what I talked about before that news segment. Voices of Our City's annual Voices of Our City Choir's annual fundraiser, October 25th at Julep, a kick-ass venue run by the Snake Oil Cocktail guys in Middletown at the bottom of the hill in Washington. Definitely get your tickets and go. It's going to be an amazing concert, but every ticket that you buy helps fight homelessness in San Diego and gets, anyways, all the things. I'm reminding you of it now. We will be bringing in Sammy Ladeki, one of really a cornerstone, a pillar, a root of San Diego's food scene. There was nothing like Sammy's when it opened in 1989. They're bringing back Roppongi. Him and Chef Alfie are coming to the studio right now. All right, so I was just telling him to his face that this is one of the most seminal and notable restaurateurs in San Diego. I've known of him since the 1980s when I was in high school. It is the place where I discovered and the city discovered wood-fired and barbecue chicken pizza especially. In the 80s and 90s, you knew a few things. You knew about Wham, you knew about New Kids on the Block, you knew about LL Cool J, you knew about Jakar Noir, and you knew about barbecue chicken pizza. And if you were getting it, you were getting from this man. Born and raised in Lebanon, went to, I'm going to butcher your intro here, and you can just tell me which parts I mess up. Born and raised in Lebanon, went to Germany, studied hospitality and hotel management, came to the United States, ended up, and I'm skipping over, I'm sure, vital life moments, ended up in Vegas as the food and beverage director at Caesar's Palace, of all places. It's a tiny little casino somewhere near the
never heard of it.
California, Vegas border.
Sounds cool.
and you were about 30 at that time, or 20, or something like that. So I'm sure being in Vegas was really tame and church-like. And then came to San Diego and opened Sammy's Wood-Fired Pizza in La Jolla in 1989. This was during the crazy California-style pizza explosion, and it turned. It did amazingly well. People, I'm sure you had your doubts, and I'm sure that there was trials and tribulations of opening up your own place. But you went from, managing resorts to actually having your own place. That took off locations all across the Western United States. And then later, 1990, was it 96, 98, that you opened Roppongi?
96 or 97, I think.
Okay, 1996, 1997, he opens Roppongi, and that's why we're here today, because it became a San Diego, see and be seen classic. I talked to one of the best sushi restaurants, chefs in San Diego, Dave and Waite, up at Wrench and Rodent in the Plot, and he said, oh man, Roppongi back in the day, that was where all of the young chefs and cooks who wanted to learn about seafood, who wanted to learn about sushi preparations, who wanted to learn about Asian techniques. It was basically an Asian tapas, pan-Asian wonderland in there. He said that was the place that we went. You're reopening it with the man sitting right next to you. Chef Alfie is here. You were at the Roppongi back in the day.
I was, yeah.
When it was the C&B scene spot. It closed in 2015. It's gone dormant, and now these guys together are bringing it back. We are open. Are we open yet? When are we opening?
Not yet.
Okay, we're
Very,
not. I've been in the magazine.
Smiling. They're
Very
like, no.
soon.
Okay, very soon. The return of Roppongi is upon us. You guys, welcome to the studio.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Okay, so first I want to start off with your story, Sammy. When you growing up in Lebanon, were your parents in the restaurant food world? Was that kind of your family's thing?
No, not really. So my dad was involved with politics there, but on the nice side of the politics.
Oh, there's a lot of politics in
Very
restaurants.
nice side.
So he was a commissioner of the visitor for the government.
Kind of like the tourism
The
board of the
tourism
government.
industry,
Okay.
yeah. So he was a commissioner. He would go out to all the hotels and grade them with stars
Oh, that's a nice
for
job.
whatever reason.
Interesting.
Sounds
Okay,
fun,
so
for sure.
there's where your interest in hotels comes.
Well, I don't know. I was then. I mean,
Okay.
So, I mean, it was 15, 16. We always went along and we got the food. And
Oh, that's fun.
so, I mean,
He was a one-man Lebanese Yelp.
no, not
Okay.
what it was. There was a few commissioners with him.
Okay,
There were 6 of them for Lebanon.
got it.
But he was a nice guy, happy guy.
Yeah.
And then he was very politically involved with the government too. But anyway, this was Lebanon, the peaceful days of Lebanon,
Yeah.
the golden days of Lebanon.
Right.
And this is, after when I was 20, I mean, I went with them everywhere, and I used to go to the tourist office and meet. It's all about tourism and hotels, and
Sure.
we spent our life as kids, eating in a restaurant, going to the mountain, and reading these hotels. I didn't know anything about hotels. I just enjoyed the ride, enjoyed the
Yeah.
food. So somehow it's just into your DNA that became. I didn't know it until lately.
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Where did I get into this business? I mean, that's the worst business you can get into. I mean, it's so difficult. I mean, you can imagine when I."
But you said that with a smile.
Well, interesting because I'm a very lucky guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how I got into it, but I just into it. So when, I don't know how to say this, but when I was 20, I mean, I woke up one day and I said, I'm getting out of this fucking place here.
Yeah.
I'm getting out of here.
Yeah.
I saw everything coming, to the groups, and everybody put money in Lebanon. It was a real free speech country.
Yeah.
You vote, and nobody else in the Middle East had it. They're all kings and queens or whatever.
Yep.
So everybody, the Libyan put money, and the communists put money, and the American put money. Everybody put money, divided the people.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's never going to be fixed.
Yeah.
I hope it get fixed.
Right.
So anyway, I said, I'm going to go to travel. So I decided to go to Germany.
Yeah.
Because one of my high school guys went to Germany before me. He asked me to come. So I go to the ministry where you get a passport. I said, I need to get a passport. He said, give me your card. So I gave him my card. He said, young man, you are 20. you have to come back next year when you're 20. So I counted every day.
Oh, yeah.
I was 21. I went there the next day. So
Got
I made
it.
my pass. He gave it to me.
I'm getting out. I'm finding
getting
something
out.
else. This is not it.
So anyways, I just decided I didn't have money. I mean, I had 200 Lebanese pound in my pocket. I was working for an airline there. So
Winging.
So I saw a paper on a paper. This travel company they take the buses from Beirut, Lebanon to Frankfurt.
Okay.
7 days it takes. So it was at that time making it in dollars, $25.
Oh, wow. Got it.
It's nothing. You
Yeah.
forget tonight.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I waited a year and then I put my clothes, I put my bag and I went on that bus. So
7 days to
went
Germany.
I went to tell my dad, I'm leaving to Germany. I said, what do you mean you're leaving? You can't live without me. What are you going to do? I said, I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So I'm just like a rebel. I mean, I guess it was a rebellion against the whole tradition and whatever it was.
The great thing about 20 is you still have that impulse and absolutely no repercussions.
You know, it's,
You
the
know?
thing is, when you, I mean, it's like, what do I have to lose? I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But whatever happens, it's an endeavor. We go with it.
You'll start over.
So I
if
got
it
on
doesn't
that
work.
bus,
Yeah.
and they brought me in Germany. I knew another guy in Germany. I told him, he said, I'll pick you up from Frankfurt. I stayed with him for a week. And then I'm still trying to figure out, I don't speak any German. So then I moved to Hamburg to see the guy who was at school with me.
Yeah.
So I went I found a college, what do you call it, a language school. So I joined it. They have a course for 8 weeks. There are 4 hours a day of German. So the lady walks in there.
So half of your job is learning the language and half of your
Well,
job is
yeah,
actually
I
having a job to
communicate
pay for
with
yourself.
people. I mean,
right?
how do you go to another country? You don't know anybody. You just travel from one place to another. I cannot believe now I did all these things that I did then.
Sure.
But
How do
now
you
I
get
do
around?
it
How do you
in
read
different
signs?
way? Now I do it with more risks, more gambling.
Yeah, right.
I guess.
Hey, you're opening up a restaurant. You're still gambling, you know?
So every restaurant is a gamble.
Yeah.
I mean, we spend 1.2 million on a place. We think we're going to do 3 million, 4 million. It doesn't do nothing. I mean,
Yeah.
and then you
Yeah.
just close it up or sell it or whatever you have to do, right?
Right.
But
No.
the thing is, we're still here.
Yep. Well, and that's okay. So you go to Germany. You study food and beverage. You eventually make it to.
So anyway, I had to get a job. So
Yeah.
I went to the University of Hamburg where I started there. And I said, listen, I'm joining university here, but I need to make eat.
Yeah.
She's a lady, her name was Zinghoven. She said, you look like you dressed too nice with the Pierre Gardin suit. And she said, I want to give you the first job. And if you don't take it, you don't come back in here, or you take it. I said, okay, so when you want to eat, you do whatever it takes.
Yep.
So I took my luxury suit and I went to this place and they gave me a job washing dishes. Those days, we didn't have a machine.
You started as a dishwasher.
Well,
that
what
is the
shows that?
ultimate
What do you do? You don't speak
restaurant
the-
rags to
Yeah,
riches.
absolutely.
You don't speak the language.
Absolutely.
You barely can get home
Yeah.
on the truck and buses. So, I mean, you need to eat. I always say you have to eat sometime.
Yeah. And you're really right. Being a dishwasher is a great sanctuary for somebody who doesn't speak the language in a country. I mean, that's the job where, look, head down, work. I don't have to interact. I don't have to read.
exactly.
We all know what's
Exactly.
going on.
And they
We know
give
what
you
you're doing.
food.
Yep.
They give you food.
Yeah.
And sometimes they forget to give you the food. You were so young, you don't even say anything.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Or you steal a piece of bread from you.
I know. You can just smoke a couple cigarettes and eat your own ambition at that
I
age.
didn't smoke
you know?
then. I didn't smoke then.
Oh, come on. That was like, I don't know what year that was, and I'm not going to age you.
It was
you know?
1960 when I went to Germany. It was 1963 or 64.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I
then,
learned to smoke in Germany. Everybody smokes.
I know, my God. In the 1960s, you're in Germany. You're not smoking?
Oh, Yeah, post-war Europe, everyone was ripping
You
butts.
failed.
Yeah.
You failed your German experience. I'm sorry.
No, but what happened is you need to be in that atmosphere.
Yeah.
So I start smoking. I said,
Yeah.
I'm a mature guy now. I
Okay.
mean,
It's like a
Got
living
it,
Fassbender movie.
Yeah, for
everybody
sure.
smokes. Everybody smokes.
Absolutely. Yeah. It was the only way to fit in. Okay, so Let's fast forward a little bit. When do you come to the United States, and what do you think when you get here? I mean, obviously you have good experience in hotels. That's kind of been your childhood. You know, you have studied, hotel and restaurant management in Germany at the University of Hamburg.
In Hamburg. No, it wasn't.
Same thing.
It was in
Same thing.
somewhere in Munich. So what happened is when I left the school, we were trying to learn the courses. So I went. My visa as a student was finished. So I
Got
had
it.
6 months left. I went to the police department there. I said, I'm going to renew it. They said, you're a student, you have to go back to. I said, you can hear I left there for a year ago. I'm not going to go back there.
Not going back.
They said, well, you're not going to come stay here. You have to get a visa in Lebanon. I said, well, I'm not going to do that. So they said, well, you have to leave in 6 months. In the meantime, when I was in that college reading all that stuff, there was a letter from Hotel Corporation of America.
Got it.
And they have a whole semester and all Orleans and New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
They're looking for a graduate. I mean, there's a lot of pieces of paper there for traveling, for the agent.
Right.
So I applied for one, and they wrote me a letter back. Oh, we'd love to have you in New Orleans. And I said, oh, jazz, I love the black music there, the jazz music.
In New Orleans,
I wanna go there.
Yeah.
So I went to Berlin. It says you go to Berlin and see the U.S. consul there. So I went to U.S. consul there. This German guy at the door, he said, what's to? I said, well, I want to see the consul. He said, he's busy right now. I said, well, listen, the letter said I have to see the consul. So the young kid comes out. He said, what's this loss here? What's going on here? He said, this guy wants to talk to you. I told him there is no visa for Lebanon. So he looked at me. He said, come on in. So I went in there. He sat down. He said, give me the letter. He read the letter. Like 25-year-old kid.
Yeah.
I was maybe his age or maybe.
I would say you guys are about the same age. Two 25-year-olds is going, can I do this?
That's about the age you were delivering Sammy's wood-fired pizzas
Yeah, right.
in a later timeline.
But I mean, you would think, the consul and diplomat, he was the nicest kid ever. I mean, so we went in there. I sat down. He said, no, this is really, I have an opportunity for you.
Cassandra, you're fired.
Huh?
We've all done it.
Out of the room now.
Sorry, go ahead.
He said, that's a good opportunity, and I think you should pursue it.
Yeah.
And he said to me, are you really born in Lebanon? I said, yeah. He said, well, I said, I went to Lebanon last summer. I said, what took you to Lebanon? I said, well, I'm living with the Lebanese girl.
Yeah.
I mean, that, I guess, connected something.
There you go.
So
Absolutely.
he helped me out.
Stamp.
So he ate
Take it.
there. He loved Lebanese food. This Lebanon was in good shape at that time.
Yeah.
So he said, listen, this guy's right, but this is my card. I want to give you all the paperwork to fill. Come back and see me and show him my card.
Yeah.
So I went back there. He took it and he put the paper in. But then I had to leave Berlin.
Okay.
So I found a job as a busboy.
Yeah.
And
Oh, you're working your way up. You're
yeah,
working.
working my way up. I mean, so they were all together with me in that school
Yeah.
where we were learning all that stuff.
Got it.
So he said, listen, I don't know what to tell you. I'm a busboy here.
Right.
And then I'll see you in the manager. He said, he said, yeah, we'll take you. So anyway, so I went to British consulate there, and they gave me a visa. It was easier at that time.
Yeah.
They controlled.
Yeah. Right.
The four powers controlled Berlin,
Mhm.
a separate city.
Got it.
American, French, and then the French and the British.
And the British. Yep.
So they had, So I mean, I took that, and then I went. I left from there to London.
Got it.
So,
And then-
I worked to London. I didn't know anybody but that kid, and that I was.
So when do you go into the army?
Well, so anyway, so the pursuit.
Just a brief detour.
So
I know.
So I filed for application
Uh-huh.
to go with that consul in Berlin.
Okay.
And then he said, I went back to see him. I said, I'm going to tell you goodbye. I'm kicked out of Germany. I can't have a visa. He said, yeah, I know. He said, I give you your paper. Go to the police. He gave me a paper. I have to wait. They know the American takes a long time to get paper. He said, no, you can't wait. You have to get out. I said, okay, I get out.
Yeah.
No, I said, listen, I want to go to East Berlin. They said, why don't you go?
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
You can't even go there, man. It's a disgusting place. Anyway, so I went to London. I worked as a busboy. But a year later, I get this postcard in the mail. I'm glad I got that postcard. I was waiting. I gave up on America.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, it said, come in on Wednesday. Wednesday, make sure you spend the whole day in the U.S. Embassy, and we're going to talk to you about your visa.
Yeah.
So we went there in the morning. When you talk about immigration here, it's very, very difficult because those days when you came to America, I mean, you waited a year to get your paper.
Yep.
I mean, I didn't wait. I was doing something. I thought
Sure.
it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So far away. I was a kid. I mean, America's far.
Right.
So, so the paper took a year. They go back to Lebanon. They check on you. They go to every single city you lived in. They check where you lived and how you lived. And then you have
Wow, they really did that.
yeah. And then you have to get letters from notable people around you.
Sure.
To say who you are and who your father. And,
Here's a letter from the busboy that I work with.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about your family members.
Family members. Got it.
Lebanon.
Yeah.
They send somebody. The embassy there have a lot of resources.
Yeah.
They have Lebanese people working there as, Secret Service, whatever they call them.
Right.
They did a
Check
full
your family.
deep
Yeah,
dive
they don't
on
want
you.
a communist or socialist or whatever.
Sure, especially in the 1960s. Yeah.
Even to this day, they make you check that off on the
Oh,
immigration
yeah.
application.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, so it came in, and so one day, and I got the postcard. They said, "Come." I went to the embassy. I thought I want to go and say hello and goodbye.
Right.
The whole day, 8:00 in the morning, you go to the dentist there. The dentist is there. The blood examiner.
They give you
there.
the full physical, everything.
Absolute physical.
Yeah.
They want you here healthy.
Yep.
They want you here with mental capacity.
Sure.
They want you
able
here
to work.
to improve life of others and work here and be productive in this country.
Right.
So now it ended up being differently. I mean, I don't know what to say about that. I mean, I feel bad. I mean, most of my people in the kitchen are legal immigrant.
Yeah.
And we brought them to that. We sponsored them and we help them a lot because they experienced that.
Yep. So people, and restaurants have always been, a way into, we talked about dishwashing, obviously, is something that's a sanctuary for people who don't speak the language in any country, right? There's a few jobs like that.
Well, the first thing I tell you, I mean, Alfie is here to say, when I go in the kitchen, I don't say hello to him. I go all the way to the dishwasher.
Straight to the dishwashers.
Yeah.
Everybody.
I was one of them.
Yeah.
And I go behind the line. I talk to every kitchen person.
Mm-hmm.
So then it's so big deal for them.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal for me to go in there. I mean, I talk to them. So our policy is I'm the number one guy there. I go to talk to everybody.
Yeah.
And everybody, nobody can fire any Mexican person or immigrant in the kitchen
Yep.
except for me. I mean,
Yeah.
if Alfie wants to fire a busboy, Alfie cannot do it. He's the corporate chef.
Yep.
It's not illegal,
You-
but it's just we haven't.
Right, you have a position, but
Yeah.
but you, as a
And I
fellow
say-
immigrant,
Yeah.
you're like, I want to make sure that that everything has been done to protect this person, or that person is not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we do whatever it takes. I mean, these people here, they work harder. It's just amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
In the beginning, when I first restaurant I opened, it was the same. It's like, oh yeah, I used to give them beer in the afternoon. They used to give me beer in the afternoon in Germany.
No way.
All the rest of you say, are
No
you
wonder
kidding me?
Sammy's
Don't
was such a
stop.
good
All the
time.
shift drinks at the end of the shifts. Yeah.
I used to give them beer. I used
For
to.
sure.
I mean, I was one of them. I
Yeah.
still believe I'm one of them.
Right.
They made me who I am now. I mean,
Yeah.
so this is my memory. So when you go to the, in the line, you see it, and you it's stupid to be, arrogant because you made money or you're successful.
Yeah.
You have no egos here. It's all about. To me, it's not about my ego or anything else. I just do it because you know what? I just enjoy doing what I do.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't golf. I cannot imagine myself taking this little bitty ball with a little bitty hole. I can.
You're 82 years old. That is, this is prime golf time. And no, you want to go into your restaurants, open another restaurant.
I know. That people think I'm something wrong with my head. I bitch and complain. I always complain about it. I complain about my work. I complain about everything. But I go there in the morning at 8:00, 7:00, wait for open the door. Yesterday, I'm trying to open the door. I was the first one there, and I felt still I have pain in my back. I'm not complaining or trying to say anything. But this is me. That's what I do for a living.
I
and
totally
wanna
get. I'm
do it.
exactly the same way. I'll complain about.
It's like musician. When you tell me to stop. I mean, the musician, Paul McCartney having a concert yesterday. He's older than me, I think.
I know. You've actually said this. Is that I've heard you mention this? Like being a restaurateur, you kind of have to constantly reinvent yourself, right? It's like being a musician.
Absolutely.
You have to have a different. You got to have your Sgt. Pepper's phase. Your
Absolutely.
yeah.
White Album.
Explain. It kind of talk me through that.
Well, the thing is, first of all, I learned a lot in hotel operations.
Yeah.
I was in Germany in a hotel. I was a practicant, they call it.
You're what?
We call it a practicant.
Practicant. Okay.
What they call it? A trainee.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
put you on an
apprentice.
Apprentice. Yeah, exactly.
You go learn everything in the hotel.
Yeah.
So I was a hotelier, really, more than a restaurant guy. But
Yeah.
I ended up being, don't ask me why, I don't know how it happened, it just happened.
Yeah.
I ended up being on the restaurant side instead of the operation side.
Got it.
All these years.
So, speeding, we have some good history now. Let's talk to Vegas. Let's talk about Vegas.
So let me. You asked me a
please.
question. Let me
Yeah.
answer it. So
Yeah.
I must. So basically, when I came to the U.S., I was inducted by the hotel in New Orleans, the Royal Orleans Hotel.
Okay.
Very
Yep.
famous hotel.
Yep.
So I went in there. I came here on November 2nd, 1968.
Yeah.
60 years ago.
Yeah.
So I was young and I was underage, which I didn't know anything about it. I really didn't know. You can draft an immigrant.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I got the greeting from Nixon. I took it to my boss. I said, "What the hell is that?" He said, "Well, Sammy, I don't know. This is federal deal here." I said, "Talk to the attorney." I talked to the attorney. Hotel attorney said, "So this federal deal, you deal with it."
Right.
You're gonna deal with federal New Orleans. So anyway, and then I get the greetings, and then nobody could do anything. And I said, "So what's gonna happen?" He said, "Well, you're drafted." Jesus. So what do you mean?
Oh,
drafted?
you got a letter from Nixon.
Yeah.
Got it. You're drafted. Okay.
And I was drafted I was in the army in September 3rd on my birthday, the first, not even a year in the country.
Oh,
I was a
wow.
draftee during the Vietnam War.
Okay, this is terrifying. Or I don't know how you feel. Maybe
Well,
some
anyway,
people
so I
are
said-
both.
Like,
I
you
said-
just did all that and you get here and they're
Yeah.
like, hey, so Sammy,
Welcome.
welcome. So glad to have you. Like,
Yeah.
so stoked that you're
Yeah.
here. By the way, bye. You're
Yeah.
going. You're
Yeah.
going. And you're
He
going
didn't-
for
I mean, he
months.
didn't
Here's a very
Anyway.
crisp uniform. Please
Here's a
keep
gun.
it that way. Here's
Yeah.
a gun. Right.
Here's an M15.
So the thing, I don't know. Sometimes you take this. I don't know how. You just do it because you want to live, you want to survive, you want to eat.
Yeah.
So I went in there. I said, I'm not going to spend an army time here. You saw in Vietnam what's going on, and
Yeah.
the people are running out of the country. And
Sure.
so I said, I'm not going to go.
Yeah.
So,
And by that point,
so
I mean, once you get
I
into
went to the
Nixon-
immigration department, and I said, I want to talk to an immigration officer. So she said, what's your name? I gave her my name. So the girl goes in there, and she said, okay, Mr. Ladeki, come. Mr. Warner wants to see you. So I went in there. He said, what can I do for you, young man? I said, well, I just came here November 2nd.
I'd prefer not to go to war.
And now I'm drafted.
Yeah.
I know.
I said, what do I do to get out of it? He said, well, really, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
He said, the only thing you can do, you can surrender your visa. I don't know what surrender meant. I said, what do you mean you surrender my visa? He said, you give me your visa and you can never, ever come back to America. I've been here for about
Well, this is
6
quite
months.
the predicament, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Well, about 6 months in the U.S. First time ever, I had my little room by myself. I was
Oh, you got your first.
older ladies with their dogs and green hats in Germany.
Yeah.
In London, the same thing. You can only take a shower on a Saturday before 10 o'clock or not.
Right.
Put the money into the. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
We lived through all that stuff. But you know what? I'm still alive. I'm happy and I'm healthy.
Yeah.
You go through this. It's
Yeah.
not, but I'm telling you, if you want to know what happened, that's
Yeah.
not the story.
You
But
wanted to be in America so bad, because I'm thinking of what I would do in that
Well,
situation,
I didn't know
and
that.
I would be like, I'm out. I'm not
Yeah.
going to war.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
guess I'm
but
going
You
back.
let me into the country to send me to war?
I don't know. I've
all
never
right.
been in that position.
Right.
But so what
But
made you go?
I didn't know what to expect. If here, I thought I'm coming here.
Yeah.
First, I have an apartment, 1 bedroom, and a bathroom in it.
Yeah.
And I was paying $100 a month in New Orleans in the French Quarter. I loved the French Quarter.
Yeah.
I loved all these American girls, the blonde and everything.
Did you grow up
Yeah.
speaking French in Lebanon?
I forgot it. I don't speak. I spoke German. I'm losing all the language. I'm only
Yeah.
maintaining English.
It's the reverse Duolingo. It's probably better. You know what I
Can't
mean?
do- not German. I cannot have a good conversation. I graduated and passed test.
Okay.
I was very fluent in German.
Yeah.
People used to think I'm a little boy when I spoke on the phone. I was a telephone operator with those things. You put them in.
Okay.
Is there
I'm
anything
old.
you haven't
I'm
done?
82
No.
years old. But there was no computer. There was no TV,
switchboard.
black and white.
Right.
Switchboard operator.
That's cool.
So anyway, so at the end, I talked to this guy. He said, "You mean to tell me he said, you don't want to live here? You want to? We ask you to do us a favor in America. Do you like living here?" I said, "I love it."
Yeah.
He said, "You want to smell our air, take the money, and then just when they ask you to do us something, you want to do it?" I thought about it. I said, "Yeah, but this is war. I don't want to go to Vietnam."
Yeah, this isn't a favor. This
Right.
is like war.
This is kind of a big.
So he
ask.
hugged me. He hugged me.
Yeah.
He said, "Listen, young man," he said, "you have a great position here. You have a great opportunity in this country. And I beg you to go because I've been there and I am here." So I went home. I went to my boss. He said, "I don't know what to tell you. Nobody can tell me anything." So then I said, "So what better choice I have?"
Yeah.
I really love New Orleans.
Yeah.
I love my life there. I was making $85 a
Yeah,
month.
see, it's New Orleans that got him. I can, I can
it's
see
a great
this. I can
place.
see
I live in a quarter. I walk to work. I mean, the food was a great hotel. Everybody liked me there, and I was making good money.
You know what I love? Wait, did you say $85 a month? Because you said your rent was $100 a month. Which
Yeah, but I was making tips.
Aha.
I was waiter.
Got it.
I was a captain. They called me a captain.
I was going to say that'd be a very 20-year-old thing to say, like,
Yeah.
I was making $85 a month. Sure, I was paying rent for 100, but everything was amazing. I loved it.
No, because when we sold wine, for every bottle of wine we made $1. For every half a
Okay.
bottle we made 50 cents.
There you go.
And then we met when at the door seating people, we got money.
So tips.
American people are the most generous people in the world.
Yeah.
And the government is with all the aid we give to other people.
Yep. Yeah. You really appreciate it. So
Yeah.
you say yes. You say, I just got to this country. I am terrified. I don't necessarily speak the language. I just got a nice place in the French Quarter where I have to put the money in the shower. I really would like to stay here, but now I'm going to go to war. I'm gonna sign up for.
I signed
Uncle
it.
Sammy is here. I'm here.
I
I'm doing it.
signed up for it, but I mean, it's
That's
a big-
incredible.
So you sign, but you don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
So anyway, I went in there. They come in. They cut my hair. They cut my neck. I mean, this, you get from the truck in there, from the induction station, get down and with the guns on your way. I mean, we were shaking. It scared the shit out of you.
It's a crazy story.
It's scary.
Yeah, boot camp. That was like that was.
The boot camp.
Yeah.
8 weeks boot camp. I mean, you're an animal. You're a dog. You cannot do anything. You cannot say anything.
Yeah.
You stop when they say stop. If you want to piss in your pants, you piss in your pants. When
Yeah.
they give you, the break to go to piss, then you can go and piss.
Yeah.
When you cannot drink, they won't allow you to drink. They let you know how to do. I mean, they take control of your life.
Yeah.
You're like a robot.
Especially in the 1960s, and I'm not going to say what the military is or isn't because I don't have that experience. I don't want to speak out of turn, but I would imagine it's a little bit not softer, but 1960s. I would imagine they were not.
They were tough.
They were tough.
I mean, we'd go to bivouac, they call it, and then they shoot live. They tell you when you're going on the ground.
On the ground,
with the
army
mouth.
crawl.
Yeah, and then they say, don't put your head up. This is real.
I don't think I'm.
They
made
would
for war.
shoot at you.
No. Oh, when we all on the ground with the mud.
Yeah.
So like over the trenches.
So there's a line where they stop shooting, but they said don't get up in the middle of it. You have to continue walking.
It's like whack-a-mole, you know?
You continue crawling to the end.
Yeah,
The
live
line.
That's
ammunition
real training, and that's
Yeah, that's
terrifying.
real training. Yeah.
Oops, now you're gone.
But that day, all I know, I woke up next day. The next day, I was in the hospital.
Wait.
It was cold and freezing in
Oh,
bivouac.
Okay, you didn't
Got
get
it.
shot. Okay.
Oh, okay. You didn't get shot.
like,
Okay.
So from then on, so I stayed in there and I got out, and now I'm the biggest supporter of the army.
Yeah.
I
Wait.
wish-
How long were you in the army?
2 years.
2 years. You were in the army for 2 years, and you were actually feeding people too. You were cooking for
So
some
they
troops.
put me in a mess hall. They give you the same
Sure.
thing you do, and I was very successful because nobody in the army had the degrees I have or the knowledge I have
Yeah.
or presentation of the food. So I always, the birthday of the colonel, I made him racing cars. He liked cars. I put a little cucumber and put 2 little carrots in the front. They enjoyed it.
So here you
little
are,
stuff, yeah.
got drafted.
So I was very, very. I had a good time in the army, bro.
Well, but this is where Sammy starts to come together. This is where the ideas for Sammy start to come together. You're a fresh new American, scared and intimidated, but loving the life here. You get drafted into the war. You end up in the kitchen, and you make the most of it. You make something beautiful for the colonels, for the people.
I'm a big supporter of the draft. I mean,
yeah.
I just don't know how they took the draft away after Vietnam.
Right.
I mean, I'm like a left, right-wing crazy guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I just think it made us better people when we were there.
There's a lot of countries that still, that do it.
What if we just institute like a mandatory boot camp, like between high school and college? You don't have to go to the military. You just like go to boot camp and get the shit kicked out of you.
I'd be a much less shitty
society.
person if I would.
It makes you a better man.
That'd be tough to enforce. Yeah.
I know, but I'm here for it. That's my platform.
I agree with you. I decided at that time, these people, they love us. They're not gonna kill us.
Yeah.
They give us more food than we can have.
Yeah.
It's an amazing place. I think America is a land of possibility. People say opportunity.
Yeah, the American military is proof of when you do put a lot of money and effort and planning into a system, the government can provide, right? That's actually like a good example.
If you're a foreigner or born abroad, and it makes you a better American. The values, they teach you everything. To me, it was the best thing I ever did.
Sure,
I came out American thing as a capitalist or
just a pride in this new place that you've arrived and kind of a knowledge of it.
The more the opportunity was available, I took it. I used to sleep in my office, New Year's Eve or parties. I excelled very quickly to be food and beverage director in New Orleans.
Okay,
more than any other person. Because I worked hard. I took shifts away from everybody. I was poor.
Yeah.
In 85 became 200. They got coach.
Yeah.
I take it. You want to work another day? There was no overtime there. There was nothing. In those days, was nothing.
So you're working in the Hotel Orleans? Or
I was the Hotel Orleans Hotel in New Orleans.
Yeah. So you're sleeping in your office. You are doing everything you possibly can.
I have this my room.
Sure.
Usually live in a room.
Yeah. Got it.
Do it on purpose. So,
okay. And then, all right. So we're at a half hour now. So I want to get to this. When do you come to Vegas, and what was Vegas like?
Yeah. So when I was in New Orleans, so what happened is the board of Las Vegas, the Caesar Palace, they came on a trip to see the Super Bowl in New Orleans.
Okay.
Because we had that building, they built it there in the 60s, late 60s or early 70s. They came in and then they stayed at the hotel and they went to the restaurant. They saw the server, they saw the food. Mm-hmm. They ate in the dining room. They're called Biguet's dining room, which is Madame Biguet. She wrote the Creole book.
Okay.
The Creole is between, Caribbean and New Orleans.
And Cajun.
Cajun. Yeah. Cajun is a different cooking.
It's like a softer Cajun almost, Yeah.
It's mostly, I think New Orleans food is mostly, another word, African American in a way, plus the Tahitian and the Dominican Republic and all that. And it's all the same.
That's the roots of Creole.
Yeah, but now with the Creole food is delicious too.
So good.
It's very, very famous in New Orleans. There's still some places like Dookie Chase. I think the lady there was.
Oh, you love New Orleans. I can see.
I love New Orleans.
So yeah.
He was like, "I'll go to Vietnam. Yeah, I've been here for 6 months, but New Orleans has treated me well. So yeah, sure, I'll go to war." Like that's how much he loves New Orleans.
It's really interesting because there's 2,000 buildings in the French Quarter. And they are under federal protection. Nobody can change them. Nobody can do it.
Yeah.
You have to buy and sell, but these committees, they're very strong and strict on what kind of stone you put and brick you put.
It's real civic engagement.
They keep it. I'm glad they kept it that way.
Yeah.
But it's in the winter it stinks, and in the summer just the smell. There's no system there.
Sure.
It's underwater.
I know.
So when we had a restaurant called Desire, it was all oysters. So we had to take the oysters, the shells, and put them under the garage in a big walk-in cooler.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have to freeze them there, otherwise the smell.
Sure. Oh my God.
All the
Freezing
shelves.
trash, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
It's stuff you learn in there. I mean, what I learned the stuff in here.
Have to
It's
freeze your trash.
Yeah, because it was so gnarly.
only the oyster.
Oh.
The oysters. They
Yeah.
smell horrible when they're.
Sure.
When it's
So your spent
night-
oysters in most cities, you do not have to freeze them to prevent the entire city from stinking, but you do have to in New Orleans. The kind of F&B stuff you got to do in New Orleans.
I mean, it's
you know?
unbelievable.
Yeah.
The water, the everything with pumps, water pumps to the higher level because
Yeah.
we are under the river.
Right.
Under the river, the Mississippi.
So
we-
Caesars comes out for the Super Bowl. And
So anyway, so they came in there,
Yeah.
and then a few days later, somebody called me from Caesar Palace. He said, "Yeah, are you Sammy Ladeki?"
are you the oyster freezer from the...
They're like, you don't have to do that out here.
I said, "Yeah, I am." So
It's
he
a
said-
dry heat in Las Vegas.
So he said, "We're going to give you an offer to come be food and beverage manager in Las Vegas." I said, "What are you talking about? Caesar Palace in Las Vegas?" I mean, I was maybe 32 or 30. I don't know what all about.
And did you know about... I mean, obviously you've been here for...
It came a call out of nowhere. It's like, I mean, I never knew anybody in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
So they said they know that. I said, so how did that happen? She said, well, the big boys were there, and then they like the service, the dress, they like the food, they like how you manage food and beverage, the operation there. We want you to come in. So I went to my boss, who loved me and promoted me, and made me who I am.
Yeah.
I said, Archie, I mean, I have this issue here. He said, what? I said, I got a job at Caesar Palace.
Mm-hmm.
What do I do? He said, you go. He said, I'm not going anywhere here. You better get your ass over there.
You go. Leave.
You go.
Yeah.
It's the best opportunity ever for
This
you.
is not good for me because you're leaving, but I need you to get the hell out of my
Exactly,
office right
exactly,
now
exactly.
and go to Vegas.
Okay. So I went to Vegas.
Wait, brief. I'm going to take a brief moment here. Chef,
Yep.
just crush it, right?
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
flip your fork over and just push it down. It'll all crumble. And then
there you go. This is how you do. Tell us what
Just
we're
like that.
eating really quickly because then we're going to Vegas.
Oh, we're doing a crab stack. Signature dish from Roppongi. Citrus lime dressing, tons of fish sauce and garlic, chilies, pea shoots, red onions, tomatoes, mango, crab, tomatoes. It's kind of everything. You mix it all together, and it comes with the little crostinis on the side. It's
And this was one of the
quite
one of the
magical.
signature dishes.
Yeah, this was the original
Everybody
dish.
talks about this.
This was there from day one.
So
That's
there is
back.
no way you could get away with not putting this on the menu. Like,
No,
this had to be there.
there's definitely a handful of things that are like that it's exactly the same as it was.
What are some others? Because I moved here December 28th, 2014. So I pretty much missed the whole.
Missed it.
I missed the whole era.
The crab stack was a really big one. We had these diver scallops on potato cakes with hollandaise sauce. That was a
Okay.
huge one that's been there forever. The ahi poke, same thing.
Yeah.
The hamachi tacos that we used to do, like little mini hamachi tacos. Those are
were the bomb.
yeah, those are back. So it's everything that everybody remembers having is all back.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
Yeah.
What are some new things?
And then, I mean, is that the recipe? This
yeah,
was the recipe
that's the
from day one.
original,
That's it?
original.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. None of the original recipes changed. It's all the same.
so
same,
no
same,
like
same, same.
extra vinegar here and extra this
No.
there. I love it.
No.
What are some of the new things you're bringing in?
Tons of wok stuff.
Ooh.
There's a whole fried rice category. There's a whole noodle category. We're making a ton of dumplings in house now.
All right, give the
Handmade
people
dumplings.
what they want.
Yeah, so all the classics and all the stuff everybody remembers is there, and there's a ton of really good new stuff that's really fun and exciting.
Troy's freaking out.
That is excellent. If you think about Roppongi when it first came out,
Yeah.
and we'll get there, but I want to get your whole damn life story. You're not getting out of here for a couple more hours. So, but fish sauce was not big back then. I mean, the fish sauce now is in a lot of restaurants.
Fish sauce is in everything now.
Is in everything
Yeah.
now. I mean, obviously, Worcestershire is fish sauce, but fish sauce, like the real deal Asian fish sauce, was not used very much.
No.
So that's the key to that dish too.
Yeah.
It is so effing delicious.
Yeah,
with all
it's
that
very
garlic.
like Thai inspired.
Okay, that is absolutely delicious. Thank you, chef.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep. That's
Cool.
all I got to say. I agree. Two enthusiastic thumbs up.
2 thumbs up, man.
It's early for crab, but it's still really good.
Yeah. No, I don't think it's ever too early for crab. There was a time when I thought about seafood as a breakfast, and as a born and raised suburban white mutt kid in San Diego. I was like, I did not have that culture of seafood for breakfast. So I would look at my Japanese friends, and I'd look at other Asian friends, and their families would be eating fish.
Yeah, Mexican.
Mexican, and anybody. I mean, most cultures do.
Like hamachi kama for breakfast.
For sure. And I was like,
Nice.
that is the most disgusting thing I'd ever had. And now that I've been eating a little,
agua
little
chile,
bit.
that's hangover.
Well,
food.
Now
maybe-
I love it.
Let me take that back. Maybe it's a little early for fish sauce.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah.
That'll wake you up.
Yeah, as much as I love fish sauce, it's maybe a little
I
early.
think fish sauce is like good hangover.
It's like the mezcal of seasoning. You know what I mean?
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
it's intense. It is definitely intense. Okay. Sammy.
Yes, sir.
You're not getting out of this, all right? Are you hungry? Would you like some food?
No,
eh?
no, no, thank
Okay, okay. So you say yes to Vegas. You get
Yeah,
kicked
so I
out
went- I
by
went
your
in
boss.
there. I
He
went,
says you got to go. You end up in Vegas. You're running Caesar's Palace. I mean, you're the F&B at Caesar's Palace, right? You're the director.
It was a big deal, yeah.
Yeah, that's. I love how you just casually.
But you know,
look
I
at
mean,
me
I
out of the
was,
side of your eye.
but the thing, it was a big surprise. I mean, you don't operate in Vegas the way you operate in any hotels, upscale hotels like the Four Seasons or where we were like Four Seasons now or in any hotel operation like that. I mean, it's a completely different world in there. I mean, first of all, the very strict union. You can't hire anybody. You get 5 girls to come in uniform, and you check them out, and them turn around. You see how they look.
That was it. Yeah.
You hire them or you don't hire them.
Yeah.
If you don't hire one,
You're in
Man, I was
Vegas.
born in the wrong era. I am working too hard.
Yeah, now you go straight to jail.
Now,
You do that in interviews, straight to jail.
Yeah.
can you imagine the girl comes in and
Yeah,
they're
turn around.
wearing shorts, they say, get up and turn around. And then, I mean, this is all illegal what we did then.
It's crazy. I know. A completely different time. Can you imagine
but
that?
the
The
thing is-
video that would go on the
I
internet?
can't even imagine how that was.
I know.
There's the 150 goddesses, they call them. They reported to me directly. But they were 24 hours. They couldn't have management. But they had a name when they call it. What was her name? Anyway, I remember her name.
Yeah.
You mentioned the name. And then you answer the phone. And then sometimes the girl on duty every 8 hours answers the phone. They call sick, they come trade and this and that. Yeah, her name was Daphne Diane.
Daphne Diane.
So your cash was Daphne Diane. So one day, the girl Daphne Diane at midnight, she called me. She said, "Sammy, I cannot come today." I said, "Okay, I'll do it." She said, "What's the word?" She said, "Daphne Diane." So Daphne Diane picked up the phone. This guy, they thought I was the local hooker in the hotel.
Oh, no.
Because I'd get so many calls.
Oh,
Not
God.
me, I mean the girl.
Yeah.
So the guy said, "Hey man, this is a guy in there." I said, "Daphne Diane."
Oh, my God. So you're prime Vegas, objectification of women, a little bit of some light prostitution. You know?
Sounds like Vegas.
Yeah.
This is a classic Vegas story.
It's Vegas in the 80s for sure.
And is this shocking to you at all, coming from Lebanon? Or, I mean,
No, I'm Lebanon. I mean, we were sophisticated there.
Yeah, I know,
But,
right?
I mean, even in New Orleans, I mean, it's a
And you
different.
went to New
It's
Orleans
a
first.
different world. you know.
Yeah, exactly.
But you do things there you don't accept to do.
Yeah.
But we were strict on certain things, you know. I mean,
Sure. What was it? What about your time in Vegas do you remember the most in terms of food? What did you learn? What did you like? Okay, you know what that taught me, or what I took away from Vegas? I mean, you're running the F&B program at one of the largest casino resorts in the world.
yeah, the food and beverage revenue was $50 million in my days.
And,
So I could imagine.
and that was 1960,
60,
70.
Yeah, 71.
Yeah, 71. Oh, God.
We had beautiful restaurants there.
Yeah.
We were the best in Vegas in business, in the restaurant business.
Right.
We have the Palace Court. It was very explosive. The top opens up all the way down.
Yeah.
In summer.
Wasn't that much there. I mean, there was Caesars. I mean, I know there was other casinos, but that was there wasn't
Caesar
tons
was the place.
It was the place.
That was the place.
At that time was the place.
Yeah.
All the movie stars there. You can hear 5 movie stars or singers or whatever.
Yeah.
There was no telephone there. You have to say on a loudspeaker, Sammy Ladeki, Sammy Ladeki, you have a call.
Mm-hmm.
Pick up the call, and you go to where you want to go.
Yeah.
You know, and you talk to them, and they connect them to you.
Yep.
You know.
Wow.
So it was interesting stuff. I mean, I couldn't believe I was doing it. But you put your head down and you follow the rules, and the union they tell you what to do, and management tell you what to do. But they're very strict with their rules, and they're very easy in other ways.
When you have a wild environment like Vegas, you have to be strict on the rules, right?
Yeah.
Aside from, hey, twirl around, let's see if you're going to be hired. That was.
But that was a rule then.
That was a rule then.
It just changed.
It just right.
Well, because it was all dancers, and it was a fun city. They call it Sin City.
Yeah, for a reason.
I mean, right now it's not the same anymore. You can tell people what to wear, what to.
Sure. But back then it was like, no, this is exactly how we hire. I mean, I'm sorry. The great awakening in America hasn't happened to us yet. We are still Sin City. Welcome to it. So that is an amazing. So why did you come? You're working as the F&B director at one of the best resorts in the world. You're probably not making $7 an hour. You're probably doing pretty damn well for yourself.
No, I was making my salary was at that time. I was making in New Orleans $35,000 a year. I was doing $45,000 a year in Las Vegas.
I wonder what that is in today's money.
Well, maybe 150. I don't know.
150. All right. So
this will tell you.
Yeah, right. I know. So, the reason why I'm asking that is, why do you leave? You got the gig. You got the dream gig.
Well, the thing is, the management changes a lot, and the people that around you change a lot. And then there come a point you say, "What am I doing here?"
Yeah. Right.
I mean, this is not where you want to stay all your life.
No. Yeah, I would imagine. Vegas is like everybody's 20s. It's like the 20s of a city, as a city.
I love it. I mean, I'm in love in Vegas. I love Las Vegas.
Yeah.
I love everything going on in there, the excitement.
You've got restaurants in Vegas.
I mean, I have 5 restaurants there.
Yeah.
We have 2 Sammys with a gaming license.
Okay.
We have 2 Toasted breakfast places. And I have 1 Sammy's at the airport.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I'm sure this is exactly what you thought when you landed in New Orleans and got a...
No. Are you kidding? I mean, I have no clue what's going on.
I know.
I just, I always say immigrant, they behave for survival.
Yeah.
They tell me, sit there, I sit there. Wash dishes, I wash dishes. If you want to...
And you don't just wash them, you wash them very well.
Question.
Yeah.
It's like in the army in civilian way. But the American people are very, very respectful of the people who work hard and the people who are creative. And my bosses always loved me. They fight for me.
Yeah.
I work there. I sleep there. I eat there.
Right. There's no work ethic quite like as somebody who just arrived in the United States.
What's the other thing? I mean, you have no mommy or daddy. I mean, the American kid, they call, hey, daddy, sorry, you go and work.
Yeah.
I need some money. And the mommy said, give him some money. She put her credit card and give him some money. But here, there was no mommy or daddy. It's either you stay or you work. You are
mom and dad of yourself at this point.
Yeah, you have to do whatever they tell you to do.
Yeah.
Anywhere, from anybody.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
So why did you decide to open up in San Diego? You opened at your own restaurant, Sammy's Wood-Fired Pizza. Tell me the creation story of that. That was 1989 in La Jolla. And this was it was at the peak, really, of when like Ed Ledoux from Chez Panisse and Wolfgang Puck kicked off the great California pizza movement and trend. Basically took that edible Frisbee of Glee, and started putting whole dinners on it. I worked at the time.
Thank God for it.
I worked at your competitor at the Carmel Mountain, California Pizza Kitchen. I was the best damn busboy that ever. I still have the certificate. I will frame that thing. It'll go into my little box of things when I die. And I apologize. I should have.
Did you deliver pizzas in Chico too?
That was Wood-Fired Pizza. Or that was Woodstocks.
Oh. Okay.
So anyway, so what happened is. When at that time when I left Las Vegas, I went back to New Orleans and tried to open a restaurant, and then it didn't happen. And then I went to Bermuda. I needed to get a job back. No, anyway, so I went to Houston. When I was in San Francisco, I went to Houston for a friend of mine. He said, "There's only a restaurant. You have nothing to do with it." So he gathered some people and opened a restaurant, and it brought me over to run that restaurant. They were living in Saudi Arabia. Business people.
Got it.
So I ended up having that restaurant with the designer. We designed it.
Okay.
Similar to what I enjoyed in New Orleans, the bricks and the soft colors at that time.
Yeah.
And we built it with what's called La Cave de Roi, the Cave of the King.
Okay.
It was a restaurant and a nightclub.
Okay.
It was another big hit in Houston. One restaurant in Houston.
And that was you were part owner in that, or you were running it for
No,
friends?
I was running it.
Okay, got it.
With percentages.
Okay, got
I
it.
was still a poor guy. Just but these guys. I'm
Yeah.
glad they gave me that. So
I know.
we were in there for 3 years. I mean, everybody anybody coming there. Security, we used to take people in the kitchen to get them in because the lines were there.
Yeah.
Amazing story.
Right.
Anyway, this is all per se.
Yeah. So then, how do you come to San Diego?
So then I needed a job.
Yeah.
It was the oil crisis. You know, it
Oil,
used
okay,
to be
yep.
$60 a gallon.
Mhm.
Not a gallon, I mean the barrel. With the Shah, when he went down, it went down to $14.
Got it.
So it was difficult to get the oil from Texas for $14. So they couldn't pull it up.
Yeah.
Because the oil coming cheap from overseas.
Right.
I remember that vividly, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I became a historian on this stuff.
Yeah, I'll
So
bet.
then
Especially living there.
we had to close the place, the nightclub.
Okay. Okay.
So I looked for a job again. I went to Atlanta.
Uh-huh.
I went always in my category, food and beverage manager.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go up higher.
Yeah.
I like what I was
Yeah,
doing.
I'll say right here. This is
Everywhere I
fine
went,
for me.
I changed the menu. I changed the design. I changed the decor.
Mm-hmm.
This is stuff in me, and that's what I do. And that's what that's what I do.
Yeah.
That's what I know.
It's kind of nice to have a job and not be your own boss.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm my worst own boss. That's for sure.
So anyway, so from there, you know, this when I moved to Bermuda, and then my agreement was finished. I had to go to Bermuda, work at the Princess Hotel,
Okay.
and train a Bermudan to be food and beverage manager.
Yep.
Well, I got two people. One was a white guy, one was a black guy from Bermuda. So we trained as much as we can train, and then after that, I came back to the U.S.
Okay.
And this one I went to Houston. A friend of mine opened this nightclub, and I worked with him.
Yeah.
So we stopped there. So
Okay, but why San Diego? How do you get out here?
San Diego.
And tell me the story of opening Sammy's.
so
the
then
idea.
after Atlanta, I got an offer from the corporate food and beverage director of the Stouffer Hotel in L.A.,
Got it.
who I met in a nightclub I had in Las Vegas.
Yep.
I said, "You remember me?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "I want to go to California."
Yep.
He said, "Let me see what I can do." So he called me up. I said, "Listen, I have a job at the Stouffer Hotel in L.A."
Yep.
I said, "I'm there." So I went there.
So now you're getting closer.
I went there, and then I just got tired of this hotel and traveling. And
Oh, you get tired of LA? Huh.
no, I love LA,
right.
but I mean, I'm get tired of the bosses. Everywhere you go, they change. The bosses always they change, and
Yeah.
all the politicking in hotel. I mean, I don't know to play politics. I just know what I do.
Yeah.
I'm not really a good communicator either. I mean, I can barely speak. I hate myself.
Are you kidding me? You've been telling an eloquent story for an hour. I love this.
You ask me those questions that bring back memories, and I remember.
I love this. This is the entire point of you
That's
being
what the
here.
format's for. Yeah.
This is fantastic. This is an audible history of San Diego and the restaurant scene because you are one of the main core pillars of what has happened since 1989. Okay, now take me to why Sammy's, why the concept, why La Jolla?
So when I left, when we went out of business, I went to there, and this guy from the Stouffer Hotel called me, so I came to LA and worked in LA for a year. And then, I didn't get along with the chef in there, and the chef was powerful there.
He wasn't as charming as you.
So these
Clearly.
jobs, those days, these jobs were powerful. I mean, the chefs in there, you pay an arm and a leg to get them in there. They
Yeah.
make more than, it was still, rare. Now what happened is, in America, that's what the beauty about this country. I mean, we are better than the Japanese, I mean, now we have better chefs than any place in the world. I mean,
Yeah, and that wasn't always the case. Yeah.
we have nobody. There was nobody
Yeah.
wanted to be a chef. It was an embarrassment.
Mhm.
A friend of mine, a German guy, took his girlfriend. He wants to marry her. He went to this Mississippi parent. He said, "You want to marry this cook?"
Right. It was like being a writer. Yeah. You want to be a cook? You want to be a poet? You want to be a writer? Oh,
Wanna
that's
marry this
great.
poet.
Oh.
Oh, you play
That's a nice
Dungeons and
thought.
Dragons for a
nothing, I
living?
mean, it was nothing. Now you're the celebrity, the person, but we stole it from everybody. We have the best chef in the world in here.
Yeah. I
Because
like
we're
stealing chefs.
versatile, our people accept what we give them. You can't give the German guy something. It's not the way it was before.
Yeah.
In Escoffier and in.
Yeah.
We opened the world for everything.
I know. No, but you really knew your food. I mean, you knew your food. You're an army artist in the mess hall. You know, I mean, you're building up towards launching your own.
Yeah, I didn't know. I just did things on my own for survival.
Right.
I mean, the colonel used to come in and used to make him the birthday parties and this. I mean, it's unheard of in the army.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, you succeed, and I mean, somehow I've been lucky with everything I've done. Really, a lot of luck with it too.
I know. I'm going to make you tell me the story of how you opened Sammy's and the idea of mine.
So anyway, so I came to. So my brother lived in San Diego. He said, "Why don't you come down here?"
Okay.
I said, "Okay." So we were supposed to do something together. We didn't get along to do it. So I said, I'll do it by myself. So I went to the SBA and applied for a loan.
Okay.
Well, they looked at me and said, "Where are you from?" I said, "Where you born?" I said, "Born in Lebanon, but I'm an American citizen." You see, when you get drafted, as soon as you get out, within 3 years, you're eligible to be an American citizen.
Got it.
I could not wait a day.
Yeah.
I believe that.
I went there. I said, "Make me American."
Yeah. Make me.
You'd be like, give it to me, please, please. I deserve this.
So I was so relieved, so relieved.
Give me the stamp. Make me legit. It's about
I became
time.
legitimate. My passport in 3 years.
Yeah.
68, 67, I think.
You were waiting at the door as they opened.
Yeah, I didn't think about it, but exactly, I was waiting at the door. I just wanted to get over this first day. I went to New Orleans, City Hall.
Yeah.
And that's the hotel that brought me there was in New Orleans.
Yeah. So you become a citizen and you can actually get a loan then. You can now because you're a citizen, you can get a loan to open Sam.
Yeah, you can get a loan.
Yeah.
At that time, you went only to get $15,000 loan. They didn't ask you anything to give you. Because they knew me.
Yeah.
But now you need you got extra act of God to get the.
Oh yeah, now they will definitely not give you a loan for a restaurant.
Different country, different. It was a nice country.
It was a nice country.
It was easy. I mean, everybody knows everybody, and
right.
In the quarter, 2,000 building only.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I came to San Diego. We kept walking around, looking around for a place. So I went to a place one day in Pearl Street, and I liked that building, new building in there. So I said, I'll put the Sammy's there.
Oh, that was the first one?
Yeah.
Oh. I thought it opened in La Jolla.
On Pearl.
Oh, on Pearl Street. I thought you said First Street. Okay, got it.
No,
Yeah, Pearl on the
Pearl
corner.
Street. Okay, yeah.
So I didn't have any money, so I went to the SBA. The SBA approved me. I don't know how they approved
And did you have to go in with the concept? Did you say, look, I'm going to be doing pizzas, except for I'm going to put some funky shit on pizzas. All right, it's going to be really good. I'm going to have a chefy, approach to it.
No. What I did is when I went when I leased the place from the guy, he said, well, what do you know about this business? I said, well, I can open a Caribbean restaurant or a pizza restaurant. So the owner said, no, I want pizza. When I was in high school, I went to the pizza place in SDSU, and I went there recently. It's still there. I said, okay, we'll do pizza.
Okay.
So I looked around to see how do you get that wood-fired oven?
Yeah.
To me, the wood-fired oven was like a nice thing, with the fire.
It's a show. It's a fireplace.
It's a centerpiece.
When you go you go in, you see it, and
Yeah.
the fire. Everybody come in and look at this thing.
And if you're coming from Vegas, you know how to put on a show. I mean, and New Orleans. I mean,
And I'm not really a show person. I mean, I'm behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I work better behind the scenes.
but you know how to orchestrate a show.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
So anyway, so we did it. So what I did is that I wanted to do fireplace, the pizza with wood-fired pizza. We called it wood-fired pizza, the same word.
Mm-hmm.
We patented it too.
Oh, you patented the one single wood-fired word?
Wood-fired pizza.
Really?
Yeah.
So every time I use wood-fired pizza and make it one word in my story, I owe you money?
No.
No, you turn up for the competitor. So now there's everybody so many Sammy. There was only one real Sammy.
Okay.
That's my name.
Okay.
But now everybody open here and open this. I start fighting them, cost so much money. Then I start calling, make a deal. Now we don't even patent anything anymore.
Right. But I mean, look, you're an
so cool.
immigrant making your way in a new world. You went through the army and you finally come up with this idea and you have this wood fire. You invent this word. I would protect that too.
You're like, this English word?
Yeah, I'm going to protect
mine
this
now.
peace that I created in this new world.
But the thing
Love
is,
it. It's
most people
incredibly
don't know. We didn't know. I mean, I didn't know. I mean, I'm not really highly educated. I just know what I do.
Yeah.
Is that when you're pattern, you think you're protected. Well, this is the beginning of the story.
Sure.
So I mean, you go in there and you said, you want to sue this guy? Yeah, it's going to cost you $90,000 to go to court.
To win 20.
I said to myself, what am I doing with this? Sometimes when I do it, I call them up, back and forth, attorney.
Yeah,
And I said,
right.
listen, these guys have taken our money. The guy in New Orleans wanted to open Sammy's. I said, listen, why can't we talk to each other? So what do you want to do? He said, I want to open a Sammy's here. I said, okay, so I give you the name, you can use it there. I don't want anything from you. Just leave me alone.
Got it.
The attorneys killed me with that thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wait a
they're
minute.
protecting
So
me.
you went in to try and sue somebody and you end up franchising to him? Is this what I heard?
I end up what?
Franchising or like having them open
No,
up
I didn't give
their-
I said,
okay.
I just leave me alone.
Right. Got it.
I said,
Okay.
I gave him permission to use Florida, and it was for all the country.
Okay.
So I mean, I don't want to do anything. I was
Yeah.
when younger. I wanted to go out bigger and bigger, and
Yeah.
spend a lot of money on
I
people
know.
to come and buy me and this. But it's always, I just don't want to give away the piece I created
So but you have the wood fire. So was it really like the first wood fire pizza in San Diego?
in San Diego.
It was, right?
Yeah, nobody knew what it is.
Yeah. So it was. So you had a feeling that oven was going to work, and now everyone.
I had the feeling, that. I was fascinated when I saw it in LA,
Yeah.
in different places there.
Yeah.
And then when nobody, it's amazing that we're only 120 miles. Nobody knew anything about a pizza oven.
Yeah.
So when I asked the pizza oven guy, I said, "Are you going to teach me how to do it?" He said, "No, I have a guy you can talk to him." He gave me his name, Ed Ledoux. So who the hell is this guy?
Oh.
He said, "This guy is the chef at Spargo." I said, "Really?" So I called the guy up.
Well, Ed Ledoux came from Chez
Ledoux.
Panisse. He's the inventor.
No,
of-
he came from, he was in San Francisco. He was working with Larry Mandel on Union Street.
Okay, got it.
This is where Wolfgang Puck knew about the wood-fired pizza.
Yeah.
Wolfgang Puck went there to Berkeley to see what's her name, that girl there. Forgot her name.
Alice Waters.
Alice Waters.
Yeah.
And he came to eat on Union Street in Prego. Remember Prego?
Oh yeah.
One of my favorite restaurants
Yeah.
in San Francisco. And he saw the wood-fired pizza. He saw that guy, Ed Ledoux, there. He said, "Listen, I'm opening a place in LA, call it Spargo. I want you to be the chef there." So I'm making all these pizzas and this and that.
Yeah.
And then he is the guy who started the Ledoux barbecue.
Oh yeah. Ed Ledoux is a legend. He's
So,
one.
so I hired him at that time. I said, "So what do you charge?" He said, $750 a day. I said, $750 a day? Are you kidding me? I have an SBA loan in here.
Right.
He said, "If you want the best, I'm the best."
Yep.
So I went to see him. He had a place in LA by the Playboy House Mansion. I ate there. I like his food. I had my menu with me. He said, "Listen, okay." I said, "How many days you need to come?" He said, 3 days.
Right.
So he gave me 3 days, and I started working on the place. And so I called him up. I said, "Listen, I'm ready."
You.
He said, "Well, I have a guy coming moving to Tijuana, and he wants to move to San Diego. He's my pizza chef here." I said, "It's good if you hire him." I hired him.
Got it.
From him.
So you call about an
So-
oven.
so
You get
this-
connected with the guy that started California pizza
Yeah,
trend.
and then his chef he gave me, he was 51. He was making $10 an hour there. Give him $10 an hour. So he didn't wait for Ed. He did the whole menu that Ed wrote me to put it in there.
So the guy who invented California pizza designed your entire menu and gave you a chef. How did I skip this part of this? How does this part of the
I
story?
didn't know how it's happening. It just happens. I've talked to people, and I don't know. It just happened.
If you learn one thing today, it's like call a man about an oven. All right, they'll just connect you with, I don't know, Daniel Boulud, whatever. You call about a sous vide, they're like, hey, let me call Daniel Boulud. I got a guy.
Yeah, but
They'll handle it.
Yeah, I mean, this is what happened. This is the reality. I mean, this is a real story.
That's fantastic. So
great.
no wonder. Okay.
I mean, I say lucky. I call myself lucky. I don't want to keep saying it because egoistical, but I have something to do with it. But I mean, I always listen to people, and
Yeah.
they guide me. I talk to them. I like them. They like me.
Yeah,
I mean, there's some sincerity there too.
for sure. Okay, so now the success of Sammy's Wood Fire Pizza makes so much sense to me, and it was. I mean, if you weren't in San Diego in the late '80s, early '90s, I mean, it's still a fantastic brand, But back when it first came out too, it was explosion. I mean, California pizza style was the hottest thing since Milli Vanilli. It was absolutely. That's what you did every single week as you went out and got California style pizza. And Sammy's was our entry into, that global trend or that.
It was hard work too, but basically I couldn't afford anybody. And I had the SBA loan. I knew I'm obligated to pay the government money.
Sure.
So, I would go there at 8 o'clock and I want to go down on my knees and open the door.
Uh-huh.
And at 12 o'clock at night, I had to go down on my knees and close the door.
Yep.
So, I was always at the door greeting people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the chef.
Yeah.
The kid, the guy sent me, he was making $10 an hour as a chef.
Yeah.
That's what he wanted. I gave it to him.
Sure.
And then he brought all this beer with him, worked, and then we opened, and then it's just...
Was it immediate?
Well, what happened is, the first week it opened, I was shaking.
Yeah.
Nobody came in. I was shaking like that, so I used to go home and sleep. I couldn't sleep. The whole day I was shaking.
Yeah.
What am I doing now? I have to pay this guy's money.
I'm on the hook for the government, which I now respect because I did 2 years of military service.
So I decided that I just stick to it.
What was the breakthrough then? What happened?
Well, the SBA loan, when they gave me the money, somebody made a mistake there. They gave me, there was $300,000 loan. They gave me $240,000 by mistake. The new girl gave me. I didn't know it was a mistake. They gave me the cash. I went to the bank, and because I gave them a bill for the equipment, it was $240,000. So they gave me $240,000. Then they called me back. They said, "Listen, what are you doing with this?" He said, "We need papers. We need this. We need that."
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Well, that's what you gave me. You gave me the money. I gave you the paper."
Yeah.
Make long story short, they wanted every bill I had. So I put them in a big box and took them over there. I said, "I don't know. You do it. I don't know. I'm a pizza guy."
Yeah, I'm a pizza guy. Here's a box of bills. Right.
They forget about it. And then I opened Sammy's. The first week, there was nobody there. Then one guy came in one day, a big fellow. His name was, he was the chef here in town. Anyway, he came in one day. He said, "Are you Sammy?" I said, "Yes." He said, I looked at him. I was scared. Hell, nobody in the restaurant, and I have to pay this money.
Yeah.
He said to me, "Don't worry, I'm not going to sell you anything. I came to tell you I was the food writer for La Jolla Light." La Jolla Light was very, very famous at that time. Everybody in La Jolla read it more than it is now.
Yeah.
He already said, "I wrote a good article about you, so don't be worried about it." So he went away. So they said they're going to be published Thursday morning. So I didn't sleep that night. I went there about 10 o'clock to be. It said, "Sammy, bring the best pizza to La Jolla." And the people read it and started lining up.
Instantaneously, that did
I
it.
couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
So I have to get my friend to help me out, people I know.
Right.
And it went on and on. I thought this thing, I didn't buy computers.
So now you get the La Jolla Light problem. It's like getting a Costco order. There's too many people coming through the front door. You're not properly staffed for it. You've got to do everything.
I wish they go home. I want to sleep.
Yeah.
I used to have friends working with me at the door to help me out.
Oh my God.
And the story went up big, and so it just happened. It's just, I'm just, as I say, I'm lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know certain things, but listen, I have the style. I have the food taste. I have, I think I've realized that I have that.
Well,
the talent that I gathered.
It's amazing how lucky you get when you sleep in your office and work yourself to the bone and take every opportunity you possibly can.
For survival.
Yeah.
But it all paid off.
I'm not sure I'd categorize that as luck, but I'm glad that you're humble about it. So Sammy's proliferates. Sammy's is the number one name in pizza in San Diego. How many locations did you have at the height?
There's like 22 locations.
22 locations.
When you open and move on, we have to find system to make the food consistent. All that. It took us years to get it done.
That's the hardest thing to do.
We have it done for the airports. The airport forced me. and I have casino. I have a casino in 2 locations, Sacramento and.
That is
Jolla
a good
Vista.
idea. That's how you run a restaurant.
yeah.
You know, put a casino in it.
It forces you to
No,
standardize it, though, right?
I was hired to operate their restaurant there. and
Open the restaurant in the casino.
I get paid monthly.
Okay, got it.
Very well. They pay me very well.
That's great. So this immigrant's dream,
Yeah.
you know, comes to
But
22
that's how it
locations.
works, you know. It's
Yeah.
just, and listen. I mean, I wasn't married. I never wanted to get married.
Yeah.
But I married a girl in New Orleans. She left me
Mm-hmm.
because I'm never home. I work my business.
Sure. Yeah.
So I talked to her 40 years later.
Why
I
are you
said-
going to marry this cook
I said,
or
what
this
did we,
restaurant guy?
So what happened to us? She said, we were in love and all that. She said, Sammy, we were young and stupid.
Mm-hmm. And you were a restaurant guy.
Yeah, I was a restaurant guy.
Yeah.
So she would come. One time I had a call from the mayor there. He said, Sammy, I'm coming with the city council to the main dining room.
Uh-huh.
And my general manager called me and said, the owner of Mr. Zonabin is coming down and he's staying with us tonight. So I'm having dinner with him. I was his security blanket. That's 3 hours to eat. I have to go eat there with him.
Yeah.
Especially with the owner of the hotel.
Right.
And then, you know, so I mean, it was pretty, you know, not easiest thing. We have to work.
Yeah.
So one day she called me that day. She said, the secretary said, oh, this is Kathy on the phone. I said, what's going on? She said, honey, you think we can go to the Lake Pontchartrain today and feed the ducks? Oh, fuck. The mayor is here. The owner is there.
Sammy, I think I see why this relationship fell apart.
It didn't work. I mean, I said,
can tell.
So, I mean, how are you going to leave here? I mean, the mayor it was important to us, you know.
Right.
The mayor was important to the small city town. This was Andrew. Landau was his name. So, I mean, it just, so the division didn't work. So she left, I left. And I stayed single all these years, you know, until I came here.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I knew it's very dangerous to have a family. I mean, I couldn't do it with a family.
Yeah.
And I look back now, what happened if I was dating this Barbara in Berlin at that time?
Yeah.
I would have stayed in Berlin, or Renata in Frankfurt. I mean, it worked better for me to be single.
Yeah, I mean, it is dangerous to have a family if you're going to be an entrepreneur, if you're going to try to make it.
Yeah,
for sure, because then you have to make it for
I didn't
for
report
three
to
people.
anybody. I didn't have to ask anybody. I didn't have to come late at night or early in the morning, sleep in the office.
You answer only to your ambition. Yeah.
Well, I just did everything I can to succeed, and that's the only thing I had.
Yeah.
What I know.
Right. Well, you did a pretty damn good job at it, man. Okay, so I want to move on to Roppongi. This is Roppongi was when it opened. Tell me the story. You said there's a story about.
Okay, so what
Roppongi.
happened is, so I got this call one time from a guy named, what was his name? Sachinoma.
Okay.
He was working for this 40 sushi place in Tokyo.
Yeah.
One owner. He said, listen, I have your name here. We're trying to put a building. We're going to put 10 restaurants in there. We want a French restaurant, pizza restaurant, and then whatever they wanted. I said, okay. What's the deal? He said, well, we give you this and this and this. Like, I don't know, 6% of the gross or
Right.
something per restaurant,
Yeah.
as I remember. So I agreed to it.
Mm-hmm.
So they came in here, the owner, with the like 6-7 Japanese guys.
Yeah.
We took them to all the restaurants. They showed it them. They were so impressed by it. So we said, okay, we'll make a deal. So we made a deal. So we were 4 restaurants.
They were impressed by San Diego's food scene in 1990 or 95.
No, they were impressed by Sammy's food,
Ah, got it. Got it. That makes more sense.
and they wanted to be in Tokyo.
Okay.
So first I wanted to go and see where the place is. So I went with the chef there at that time.
Okay.
And it was an experience. I couldn't believe the country. What a country!
I know.
I mean, the culture and
The
perfection,
food, the history, the,
the
art.
food,
Yeah.
unbelievable,
Oh.
unbelievable. The discipline. And so anyway, so we went in there. We built Sammy's, and then we built another one in Yakutsk. It's a marine base in south of Japan or somewhere. And then we opened the one in in the Ginza area there.
Interesting. I didn't realize that you had gone to Japan.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Are they
Japan.
are they still around? No.
No, they're closed.
Okay, got it.
They changed them.
Yeah.
So they didn't do them right. First of all, they
Sure.
didn't have. I had the guy from New York, very famous pizza place in New York. We used to go around, looking for flour. They don't do the flowers the way we do it. There's laws against it. And then the cheeses, they didn't have the cheeses that we have in here.
Sure.
But we overcome all that stuff.
Same thing that happened to the taco in the United States. After the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, all of the Californios, which Mexican culture, kind of receded. And then what we were left with in the early 1900s with the taco was basically iceberg lettuce and ground beef. There was no chiles.
I didn't know that.
There was no carnitas. There was no. I mean, it was. That's what we grew up on. Anyways.
And we came here, and there was no email, there was no internet. So I don't know if they were doing well or not, but I don't think they were doing well.
Yeah.
But these employees, there, by the way, when we went with these employees during the day, we train them during the day, and then they at night when we leave about 8 o'clock, they sleep on the couches in the restaurant.
Right.
I said, why don't you go home? He said, home is 3 hours away.
Oh wow.
So they sleep there. Can you imagine?
Okay, well then you kind of you can imagine, because this is you relate to this story very well.
Every night, but I didn't do it every night. I mean,
right.
I did it when the important things happen, holiday or Mardi Gras, what have you. I mean, but listen, you be
respect for that work
Marine,
culture,
like a Marine. You do what it takes.
Yeah. All right. So when do you open Roppongi? What?
So I told them, I said to this guy, listen, Sachi, I'm really tired of eating sushi. I never ate sushi before. Raw fruit and all that.
Sure, because that was the 80s and 90s is really when I started taking off in the United States.
Raw fish? Are you kidding?
Yeah.
So he said you have to go to an area called Roppongi. I said, what did you say? He said Roppongi. I said, what is that? He said, that's what they have all the food in Europe and American food. So I went in there with my wife. I was with my wife and his chef and his wife. We went in there. I mean, there's a whole different city there. It's bigger than, I don't know how big it is.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah.
And then they have all these restaurants, the hotel, American Embassy. It looked very comfortable for me, all the American things there.
They're like, we're going to, this is American Disneyland within Japan.
And Spargo was there too. I mean, we ate
Yeah.
there. I mean, a lot of American restaurant there. So
Taste of home.
I came back to the United States. I said, about a year later, I said, maybe I'll open a Asian place.
What interesting, because if the chef over there said, look, if you want to get like some food that that it kind of reminds you of home, go to Roppongi, and you built here a taste of home for Japanese and Pan-Asian culture. You did the same.
Yeah, but it wasn't. We're not. Anyway, so I came in here and I said, I want to open a Japanese restaurant. They said, you're crazy. You don't do it.
Yeah.
I said, well, make it more modern and mix different. I'm going to do Asian.
Yeah.
Don't ask me. I create a lot of concepts in my head. I know my concept makes it. Some of them work, some of them don't work. Some of them they live, some of them don't live.
And what did they think? That here comes the wood fire pizza guy opening up a high-end Asian restaurant. I'm sure they did think you were nuts.
Yeah, but I asked the guy. I said, so I'm gonna open a place, and if you can send me a chef. I gave him a chef from San Diego. I said, do you send to me? He said, I don't have anybody. I said, so let me ask you, what does Roppongi mean? Just 6 trees. I said, what? 6 trees. I said, what is it? 6 trees? 6 trees. 6 trees.
6 trees.
Yeah, the Roppongi. I said, what a wonderful word. I mean, I love that word. Roppongi.
Yeah, it's a beautiful word, for sure.
And I said, 6 trees? He said, yeah. So we're now formed a corporation. We call it the 6 Trees Corporation.
Okay.
Roppongi is
nice. And Roppongi, when it opens, so for a little bit of you guys, like context at home, is that it really was there wasn't a lot of Asian fusion at the time. There wasn't, we're starting to get sushi in the United States about the 80s. That started taking off. Interest in Asian culture and Asian foods were really starting to peak. So I'd imagine that concept, just like you did finding the best damn pizza, like California pizza person, when you open up a pizza restaurant, this concept was perfectly timed for San Diego.
I didn't know then, but the thing is, so basically, it wasn't Japanese food.
Yeah.
It was Japanese sushi. It was a collection of different cultures, Thai.
Yeah.
I want to stick to Thai and Chinese and Mongolian.
When you broke down this tower, you said it's like a Thai presentation. It's a lot of Asian influences, which now a lot of people do fusion. They dabble from everything. There's a little bit of Moroccan.
It's a confusion. At first, it was Pacific Rim cuisine, they call it, and they said Asian fusion and all that stuff. I mean, I don't like all these words.
Yeah,
I just put
good flavors on the plate.
No, I mean, I just called it at the beginning modern Asian cuisine.
Modern Asian, yeah.
I guess that's what it was called at the time, right?
Yeah,
At the advent of fusion, it was modern.
Exactly.
Contemporary.
Yeah, Pacific Rim is different. I mean, it have a connotation behind it. And listen, everything you do, I mean, when you're a young boy, you want to do everything you can to get the goal, right? Dress well, you
that is
well.
Really why we exist.
So we do it in business too. And we do whatever it takes to be different from the other guy. I always wanted a name that I like. I came up with this. Did the same thing for Latin food with Tamarindo.
Yeah,
beautiful place, this and that.
Yeah.
I was making $2.5 million there.
Yeah,
I'm making $200,000 profit. I said, there's not enough money.
Right. There you go. That's
now
a great immigrant rise.
50,000.
Right. Yeah, I know.
I mean, those were the days, my friend.
I know. When that was like the height. So Roppongi takes off, and Roppongi does amazingly well. It becomes an icon. This is where you go for high-end sushi in San Diego. Per some of the best sushi chefs in San Diego now, they said that was the spot. That was where you learned. That's where you cut your teeth. That's where everybody wanted to work.
Yeah.
When do you come in? You come in and why did you want to work there? I mean, where did you see that place? And you're like, I got to go there because I really want to learn the art of Asian food, or did you just get kicked to the curb and you found yourself on the front doorstep?
No, that was the everything that you're describing was kind of like the beginning of it. I came from Top of the Market, so I was a chef at Top of the Market.
Okay, got it.
Downtown,
Yep.
and I don't know. The chef that I was working with there kind of like spiraled out of control and ended up getting fired and whatever. And he landed at Roppongi for like a second.
Okay.
So I ended up leaving there. He reached out and was like, "Hey, I need a number 2 guy over here. I just started this place, blah, blah, blah." I was describing me. I was like, "Yeah, I've heard, kind of heard of that place."
Yeah.
Cause this was, I was like in high school when this opened in Orange County. So like, no, I didn't know anything about San Diego. I didn't even, I never grew up wanting to be a chef. So I wasn't like following food in high school or any of these things. So it wasn't really until I started cooking in San Diego until any of this really mattered. But anyway, so I followed this other chef there who was there maybe
2.5 seconds,
couple months,
half
maybe.
a spiral.
I couldn't take this guy.
And then so I ended up taking over for him, and then just running it there, and then the rest is kind of history.
What did you think of Roppongi when you came into it?
I thought it was really interesting, just based on all the different ingredients, and it was like, I don't know that I would say that there was any technique things that I was like, ooh, that's really new, or it was more like the ingredients,
flavors,
right?
Ingredients,
it wasn't the cooking styles or any of that stuff. It was just the ingredients.
There's no centrifuge back there.
Yeah.
You weren't like using sorghum.
No. I mean, there was a wok station, and like that was kind of as exotic as it got, but all the ingredients were really cool. So that's kind of why everybody, I think, really was drawn to that.
Yep.
And again, too, at that time, it was it was kind of like an open palette. Like I didn't really have to answer to anybody. I just made dishes and they just went on the menu, and stuff worked, stuff didn't work. And so it was just fun. It was just like a nice.
And now you've been Roppongi closes in 2015. Yep. But you've been the executive chef. You've been the is it the executive chef? Is it the corporate chef? Is it
corporate? Corporate chef.
Corporate chef. You're the big chef of the group. You've now been for
14, 15 years.
14, 15 years. Yeah. Okay, got it. So you've overseen all the operations. How many restaurants in the group now?
16.
16.
Yeah.
Sounds like a fucking hard job.
Yeah. So 2 airports, 2 casinos.
Okay.
6
they're not even all traditional.
4, yeah, just between here in Vegas and Sacramento down to Chula Vista. Yeah.
Damn.
And tons of concepts that, Sammy
your
and I
hair's
have
not great
done
yet.
together. It's a little bit. It's greater than your hair.
But I mean,
but we've done a ton of concepts together too.
So this is the thing with the restaurant, okay? I mean, when you have a steak, you go on and on. But most people now still I see, they don't know the future. Now I can talk about the past because it was my future.
Right.
So you open restaurants everywhere. They built the one in Palm Desert. They built the one in Vegas. The people built the cars, but it was built for me and all that. So they wanted to do the business. But what you as an operator realize, I mean, labor is difficult. It's not disciplined like European labor or the Asian labor. You know what they're doing. So how do you get the message? I go to Palm Desert. I taste the Caesar salad different than here.
It's got to be so frustrating.
I call up the chef. God damn it, this thing. So I'm always on the phone watching. So I start making smaller. They didn't make enough money. Almost money, so we closed them. There are places in Ocean. I don't even know their name in that cities. They give you all that money. It's not about the money, about building. It's about how you get the food, the same food, every day.
Every day. Consistency is the hardest thing. I imagine that's your job, right?
Literally.
Yeah.
I mean, then you start dreaming up.
And then you start dreaming up.
So the dreaming is that we said, you know what? We're going to have to prep every salad, cut it, do it, and then everything you put in a cup. 2 ounces of tomato, the chopped tomato, in cups.
Yeah, everything's portioned, everything's weighed out, everything's
portioned.
you know. I mean, you could literally close your eyes and feel your way through and make a salad, and it's the same as it's
And people
everywhere.
don't know how you can make
That's what you need.
30 years
You
later.
have to.
Yeah.
It has to be like
It's
that.
an expensive system.
Yeah.
So we get the pizza in the morning. They come in at 8 o'clock. They cut it up. They weigh it, and then they make a ball out of it.
Yeah.
So I mean, it takes time to do that.
Oh my God, it is. I mean, well, and that's the biggest thing that restaurants fail at, right? Especially when they start to scale. You know, you made it great in the beginning because it was you and that chef
And
on
that
the
was
line
it.
tasting.
You were
tasting
there.
everything. And once you start to grow, because you have a dream and you
you're
like
not
to
there.
make it, you know, you have to. Another person in
It's
the line.
tough.
Every restaurateur I know emulates Cheesecake Factory because Cheesecake Factory has a lot of systems. They have like 400. Like you put this on the plancha at exactly 422 degrees for 19 seconds. Here's your timer.
Exactly.
I mean, that's pretty much how it is.
Right.
Yeah.
You have, and that's so that you create a good product. Okay.
Even like the dressing, the salad dressing.
Right.
So you're the chef there. You have everything ready there,
Yeah. Right.
and then you have a bowl,
Yep.
a big bowl and a small bowl. You put all the ingredients first. They're going to put all the ingredient, the lettuce first. And I always catch them and say, no, put all the ingredient first, and then you flirt with the lettuce.
Flirt with the lettuce. Yes.
So-
Flirt with the lettuce is going to be my new motto for my entire life.
So
Yeah.
we have the ladles. So for the small salad, we have a 2 ounce ladle. We couldn't find a 2 ounce ladle, so we had to buy 3 ounce ladle and take it to somebody to cut it for us to be 2 ounces.
Oh, no way.
And then the larger was 4 ounces.
You had to go get a chainsaw out and cut up your ladles?
So
It was like this custom, like, it's crazy. We still have some of those around the company from like 30 years ago when they were like making them for us.
So then I found out that I go to this Palm Desert place and I'm watching I always go watch them how they cook. So he take the ladle, he put it in the ladle and put the Caesar dressing.
Yeah.
And he did this and that. So I said, what did you do? Why don't you wait a little 2 seconds to get it? He said, I don't know. So I found the guy.
Right. Well, okay.
I do all this work, cut it up, I make it easy for you.
I don't know if you're aware how much of my life has been spent trying to get you to do that perfectly.
Spent years.
Thousands and thousands, possibly millions of dollars I've spent on you not just doing, I don't know.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
he was out.
Out. Okay, so let's get back to Roppongi. I have to wrap this up here very quickly because my producers give me that eye. Why reopen Roppongi? Like, why? At what point were you like, God, man, let's bring it back? For me, when I heard it was reopening, I'm very, very happy because I just heard the lore of it. I mean, obviously, I've been born and raised in San Diego. I've been back in the past, and it was a really important part of San Diego's restaurant evolution. But moreover, it was the chefs that I had met along the way. They're like, that was the spot. You know, that was where we really cut our teeth. It's where we learned a lot of things, how to cut a fish, how to properly treat ingredients, how to be exposed to new ingredients, especially across Asian culture back at the time. You know, I mean, again, fish sauce was not necessarily a thing, but it's closed. You know, like, why bring back? Is it because it did have that great name and because it was a special thing? Is it, I don't know.
I mean, nostalgia's having a moment in the culture, right?
Well, you know, the thing is, you know, I lived in San Diego, and every time I drive by, I see this place still there closed.
Yeah.
The guy came in from Vegas one time. He opened for 3 months and he closed it.
Yeah, I remember this. Yep.
So it's been closed for the 15 years.
Yeah. It's been sitting there for 15 years.
And
Calling Sammy.
I don't know. So I thought about it, and I said, I don't want to go back into it. The labor is not the same anymore. I mean,
Sure. The whole world has changed.
Yeah, cost of material, building materials. Oh, dear God.
Yeah.
And then come up with the money to do it. At that time, that costed like 1.5 to 1.8 million to do it. At that time. And with no money from the landlord, I put all the money.
Sure.
Right.
So, I mean, I don't know what done. I mean, I said, I'm 80 years old. I'm not gonna be selling pizza all the time. So now or later, this thing is gonna move around.
Uh-huh.
So I said, maybe I'll do that. I'll do this. Go back to Roppongi and open it, because what amazed me is the amount of people, wherever I go, why did you close Roppongi? Why did you can get back? I said, no, it's never going to happen.
Oh, so everybody's coming up to you through the years saying, why the
Throughout
hell did
the
you,
years.
what did you do to my Roppongi?
In Vegas.
So you're just done with it. You're like, you know what, everyone, shut up.
Everybody, yesterday we had a party here. Oh my God, we can't wait when you're going to open. Everybody. Just walking into the place, I mean, you need the police to get these people out of there. I mean, everybody's so excited and so happy. So I said,
So now, as you're building, you're saying now as you're building
yeah,
it, people
yeah.
are walking in and, it's coming back.
every day. Why did you do that? I mean,
Yeah.
I guess I feel good about it, but there's this fear of being. It was an old concept that came back. I mean, I never heard of any idiot restaurant like me to open a place that closed losing money. I mean, and I tell them, I lost money here. This is why I closed it. Let them know that it was their mistake. It lost $1.5 million the last 2 years.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not a billionaire. I mean,
Yeah.
so I mean, but besides that, I didn't get a loan for this restaurant.
Yeah.
We financed it in house.
Everything that you built, you took a chunk out of it to reopen something that you loved.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah. And then,
I don't have any loans, anything anymore.
yeah.
Beautiful.
Well, look, when enough people, there's things that die before their time. I think, honestly, like there are bands that break up and come back later on. People are like, why did that band ever break up? It was a great band, and then they get rediscovered 10 years later or whatever. And it's like, God, and then they come back like, oh my God, we're bigger than we ever were. Yeah.
It's happening a lot in the streaming era.
It is.
And again, like it is part of this nostalgic era we're having that I think the internet is actually a big part of, because we can see this media from the past.
Yeah.
We could see a picture of the old Roppongi. We can see, like an old band that used to be back together. Like all of this old physical media is being put online as content. And I think it's stoking us in middle age who are like, we're craving this nostalgia that you couldn't see before it came onto the internet. And those restaurants are really a big part of that, right? I think.
The thing is, is the interesting part is, people are honest. When I go, they said, Sammy, this dish in here, the crab, oh, I love that, or this dish or that dish. People know the dishes, they know. They know he sent me the same menu. I said, yes, the exact menu.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't changed it. No, we haven't changed it. We're going to bring it back because they all remember it.
Mm-hmm.
And we cannot forget that dish. That dish was like $6. Now it's going to be a fortune.
Yeah, right. I know.
But
I don't know if that's even going to be 14.
It have to be authentic because they know their food. People don't. When you feel like something somewhere, you always go to the place who want that same thing.
Yeah.
So we didn't have the right to change it. I imposed that rules on. I always tell them, it have to be the same.
Yeah.
We have to insist and follow your beliefs. Because if I say, I use this and use this.
That is truly working for your guests, though, because a lot of chefs, and I understand this line of thinking too. They think it's their art. They're bringing you into their world, their experience, and there is truth to that. But also, you're in the business of serving people and making them happy, so you give them what they want, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I get the enjoy when you go to a restaurant, you see the people there eating, Sammy, it makes you feel good.
Yeah, of course.
When you accomplish what you're trying to
How
do.
much has La Jolla changed since you were there? And both you guys have put time there.
But many restaurants came and went, and then, but this place came back, and yesterday we had a party with 100 people. I mean, you should see the pleasure on these people. They're happy,
Yeah.
so excited, and they can't wait to open.
Yeah.
I said, give me 10 more days.
Mm-hmm.
I'm stuck in the city. The city thing, I'm building a nuclear reactor there or something. I mean, come on. It's a festival. This permit and that permit and this.
The city acts like you're building a nuclear reactor. That is
I'm
exactly.
talking in general, all this,
Yeah.
For sure. They really do act like that.
Hey.
all this permit for everything. I mean, just.
Well, we didn't talk to you that much because, sorry, he's got more stories.
I'm done.
I think he's used to it.
I'm so damn happy that this is coming back. I've loved what you've done. As a restaurateur, I love that you stuck with him and kept him honest and oversaw everything that he's done since Roppongi. And I think that there is a nostalgia, but a nostalgia well executed. That is delicious. And it was a little bit ahead of its time. Again,
For sure. I think a lot of this stuff was.
Fish sauce forward.
It really
yeah,
was.
it really that now that hits.
Yeah.
Back then people were like, whoa,
A
what
crab
is
tower?
this?
Yeah,
What
crab
is this?
tower is crazy innovative.
Well, yeah, and what is this fish sauce? I mean, that's really fish sauce forward. I mean, you go to Kingfisher, so my favorite restaurants in San Diego. It is basically just like, hey, you want a fish sauce tasting?
Literally, yeah.
It is, right?
But people line up.
People line up, man. I am, yeah. So, anyways, congratulations on getting Roppongi back open. The last question I have for you, Sammy, is if you could go back, 20-something-year-old Sammy is about, or 30-something, I don't know how old you were when you opened up Sammy's, and you're about ready to open up your restaurant, knowing what you know now.
It opened 97. I don't know how old I was.
You didn't know.
were in your
No, you
40s?
you opened Sammy's in 89, right?
No, I mean, you opened in 97.
Roppongi 97.
Roppongi
97,
97.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
89 was
Sammy's
Sammy's.
89.
Sammy's. If you could go back and let's say you go to Young Sammy, what would you tell Sammy? What would you tell him before he opens up that restaurant? What was that one piece of advice that you're like, hey kid, you're gonna F this up, all right? So I need you to know this.
I think enough is enough.
Know when enough is enough.
I keep saying that, but I never knew I wanted to do a Roppongi again. But
So you're still not listening to your own advice.
The reason
What
I
was I
did
saying?
it,
Know when enough is
I
enough
did it
until it's
because
not enough.
the people did it, and if I tell you the truth, if he wasn't here, experiencing Roppongi to explain a new chef, what we did in there.
Yeah.
But he worked for 5-6 years at Roppongi,
Yep.
and then, but he is a very talented guy.
Yeah.
He rolled with the punches.
Yeah.
I mean, he grew up so much. I noticed the growth, but we had some difficulties.
Yeah.
But it was going to be the right way or the wrong way,
Yeah.
and he stayed up. Right now, he is the best guy I've had in the company over the years.
Yeah.
I'm not saying bullshit here.
Yeah.
Because the kitchen right now, the kitchen is ready to go, and then the front of the house is still looking for people.
For sure.
Everywhere you put him in there, he goes to get his shit together.
Yeah.
There's
Hey,
something.
congrats on getting your shit together.
Thank you.
I forgot I'm for the public on the radio. You take that shit out. If you
No, that's great. Are you kidding me? That's my kind of radio.
That's perfect.
And one question: what are you excited about Roppongi for? I mean, what makes you thrilled to do this thing?
I mean, it's just kind of fun being back in that kitchen, you know, because the kitchen layout and the setup is exactly the same.
Okay.
So if any of the guys that you remember that used to tell you about that from 25 years ago and they walk into that kitchen, they will know exactly where everything is.
God.
That's what's fun.
God, you recreated the
I rebuilt the kitchen exactly how it was.
Okay.
So it's literally like a little time capsule in there. It's really
But
cool.
he's at ease. At ease. I mean, the thing is, he never screams and shouts. If he doesn't,
he doesn't seem like a shouter or a screamer.
But he is really adapted. I mean, right now he have, as I said, he have a shit together. I mean, he can open tomorrow, but he doesn't have the permits and
Right.
He's always
For your nuclear reactor.
And then without
Yeah, maybe
anything,
the city should be
and then the
hiring you.
people that he hire. I mean, they love him.
Yeah.
He goes in because he goes in with them. The cleaning walls, he cleans the walls, and He makes the salad. They show him how to make it.
You
They love him now. They love him more than they love me.
You don't make it from A to B without a little help from a good buddy that you trust in the
We're a
trench
good
with
team
you.
now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, he knows. I mean, he knows I know that my stuff. I learned from him too. I asked him a lot of questions about stuff.
Okay, so question for you. The last question. I swear to God. Julia, I promise. Last question. Aside from this, although you can say this, what is your favorite menu item on Roppongi as somebody goes in there in the next weeks, months, whatever we open?
Oh, we're doing a new Crying Tiger steak that's like unbelievable.
Okay.
Will change your life.
Okay, tell me about it. Just keep on describing it. I want ingredients.
It's like just a super classic Thai, rice powder, the steak, the Crying Tiger sauce, the lettuce, the wraps, the cucumber, everything to build it and eat it. It's like unbelievable.
Yeah. You talked about that. Like, when you do something well, like, there's certain things that I've done, I talk about, and I'm like, I mean,
I did that. And then there
It
were
doesn't
other
even
things
take
like
2 seconds.
That
2
world.
seconds. Yeah. Instantly. Crying Tiger steak. By far.
Crying Tiger steak. What's your favorite thing on the menu?
I like different things. I mean, I never ate sushi. Now I eat sushi, so I like some sushi stuff. I like the Mongolian shrimp.
Mongolian shrimp?
Yeah, I like it a lot for some reason.
Hell yeah.
And what can I say? I mean, there's so many. It's like
There's so many
children.
dishes, yeah.
I know the menu was massive.
It's tough. It's tough.
Massive
Yeah.
this time.
That's tough.
All right, that's enough. Thank you so much for taking
Thank you for
time,
inviting us.
sharing your story.
thank you.
I have spent many years of my life in Sammy's, both eating and then drinking my way through, transition periods of my life. It's just a core memory of somebody who grew up in San Diego, and Roppongi is too. I'm glad that it's back. So everybody, Roppongi's is back. That crab tower is amazing. Go try your Crying Tiger steak, and good luck.
Thank you.
Look, you know it. You guys have done it. It's not easy. And nobody's throwing money at you to open these things. So when you open these things, it's because you truly, truly believe in it. You feel it in your bones, and you're ready to work. You're 82 years old. I'm glad that you're not golfing. La Jolla will be glad that you're not
That's
golfing.
what I do instead of golfing.
I know the Crying Tiger is his new golf. Is this Callaway? So Sammy Ladeki and Chef Alfie, thank you so much. Roppongi's will be opening
10 days, maybe.
10 days, all right.
Maybe.
Okay, and when we recorded this, it's about
It'll be 3 days from the time you're listening to this.
3 days from the time you listen. Go check out a San Diego classic, Reborn. This has been Happy Half Hour. We'll talk to you next week.